everyone, Carrington here from Open Heart Games. So happy to be here. Honestly, though, it's a little bittersweet as we have come to the conclusion of our Tyranny of Dragons campaign. That's right, this is the final episode in the chapter of that, but don't worry, don't fret, we will see these characters again, as we're going to be homebrewing some more stuff to get those characters all the way up to level 20. It's been a, I will be honest with you, that has been a bit of a, something I want to check off. I've played high-level campaigns, but I've never actually taken a party all the way to 20. There aren't no written modules that really go up to the official modules that go all the way up to 20. So I'm very excited to do that, but tonight is the conclusion of Tyranny of Dragons, which we have been playing for more than, I think it's more than a year and a half. We did have some hiatuses around the holidays, but very excited to be here. So, also gonna... Alright, perfect. So, thank you all so much for joining us today. But before we get started, I think Baylor had a question about how some stuff works together, and just some theory crafting questions. So what was your question?
So you can, if the DM so allows it, buy a quiver that never runs out of arrows, or a crossbow that self-replicates its own arrows.
Yeah.
So theoretically, you could cast that self-replication charm on anything given a pretty skilled enchanter, correct?
Sure.
So by that logic, if a traveling party, an adventuring party, if you will, found a crystal bowl worth, whatever it takes to have the hero's feast.
Sure, you have the thing. Go ahead.
And we went to a pretty skilled enchanter, we could just have a crystal bowl that replicates itself once a day, so we could hero's feast every day. Yeah.
So what you're saying is you would have a never-ending quiver, and you would just have the crystal bowl that you would need to do the hero's feast, and then you'd just be like, "This is my arrow," and then just like pull it out and do it again.
100%.
Okay, cool. That sounds like... All right, let me introduce you to the wonderful, wonderful story of
Dr. Seuss.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say that. I was going to say of Edward and Alphonse Elric, and introduce you to the law of equivalent exchange. You can't just create something from nothing. They gotta come somewhere.
Where did the arrows come from, then?
You ever reach into your back and see, like Hawkeye does? Like, where are my arrows? I didn't shoot all of them. They're coming from somewhere else. You're just like, whoop! There's somehow teleported.
Oh, so some random person is just wandering through the woods trying to hunt.
Just losing
reaches
arrows.
For an arrow and it's like, what? I mean...
Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
First off,
follow me for more DM tips.
So then, theoretically, what you're saying is we would probably just be robbing overly wealthy people of their crystal bowls that they have set out on their table as decoration.
Or family heirlooms.
We'll talk about that later.
Relieving the traveling merchants of their earthly burdens. How's that?
Hey, there we go.
TM.
There aren't any witnesses.
just.
I had a whole bag full of apples.
Where did they go? Yep.
Not my cabbages.
A rash of theft all over.
Yep.
Nah, here's the mental image I have. A king is lifting his golden goblet to drink from it, and all of a sudden the liquid just splashes all over his body. The insult is never forgiven, and he hunts you down to the end of his days.
It's fantastic. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. I do like, as I recall, the decanter of endless water is actually attached to the plane of water, like the elemental plane of water, which is why it like never ends. So that's kind of cool. But yeah.
Is there a plane of Heroes Feast, and we just set it up?
Yeah,
so
the Elysian Fields.
There,
the
done.
problem is that you just forget who you are over time. So.
Yep, done. Solved.
Yeah.
We feast every day.
we feast. Yeah, it's like the idea of Valhalla just being like feasts at night and then just combat the entire day kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe that's where we steal our crystal goblets from, and eventually Valkyries chase us down.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Oh man! All right, so does anyone have anything for that they want to talk about or discuss, or any cool games we've been playing or things they've been doing? I've got something, but if someone else wants to talk about it,
I've been playing Super Dungeon Maker on the Nintendo Switch. I'm assuming it's on Steam as well. And you're like, Mage, what's Super Dungeon Maker? Glad you asked. It is think Mario Maker, where people create custom levels, but it's the 2D Zelda dungeons. And instead of playing as Link, you play as a chicken.
I love that.
And it's infinitely fun. I played it last night with on my stream, and we played other people's levels. Some absolutely made me mad. Others were very fun and tasteful.
Love it. Yeah, that was when way back in the day I used to play City of Heroes. That they created a level creator in City of Heroes that you could like make your own like bases, and then you could make like a villain storyline, and then you could like put minions and traps and all kinds of like objectives, and you could make your own levels for people to go through, which like from like a storytelling perspective was the coolest thing. And that game's downfall, because what ended up happening, not its intention, was gamers are gonna game. People were just like, all right, I walk in the door and there are 500 minions in like a 2-block, in like a 3-square radius, and I just throw fireballs at them, get all the experience, rinse and repeat. And they just like farmed the snot out of it. Not what the designers intended, but that sure is how it got used. But yeah, I played through some custom levels, and I had similar feelings. So.
Yeah, I had one level that was exactly that, and it was so consuming of what little RAM the Switch has that I thought for sure it was going to crash as it was trying to load all the minions in battle. Then I had another one where, like, I instantly died, like, pretty much instantly died if I didn't take the right steps. It was ridiculous. But I built my own dungeon on there. Using 4 Against Darkness, which is a solo book where you get to draw dungeons on, build dungeons on graph paper, and there's a table of rooms in the book that you roll dice for. So I spent a day rolling dice and using that book to tell me what kind of rooms, and I connected them all together. So applied real life solo board gaming to design a dungeon, and it was fun.
That's awesome. Speaking of the Switch, this would be a weird segue. So I have The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt on Switch, because like the Switch I love, because I'm one of those game enthusiasts that just never has time to game, and so the Switch is amazing for me, because I can be like, I've got 5 minutes, and I can just like, or 15 minutes or whatever, I can just pull the Switch out, play a little bit of time. Oh, hey, I've got my next thing that's coming up, or I really need to focus on this. Pause the game, save the game, put the Switch away. But I don't usually have time to like sit down in front of a console or anything like that. And really the only time I sit down in front of my computer is if I'm typing or writing or preparing for a campaign, that kind of stuff. So, but I just got my Kickstarter copy of The Witcher: The Old World, and that board game looks sick, and I'm really excited to play it. That's what I got as my update. And I got all the metal coins and the map and all that cool stuff.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, what you got?
Don't get into Warhammer, kids, unless you want to spend all your allowance.
Oh man.
But modeling is fun, and I can't wait to paint them, because being an art major and not doing art for years, you need a creative outlet.
I have some. I think that's really important, is to have those creative outlets, especially if you're creating like content or something this is just my own personal soapbox on this. If you're a content creator or you're like for I'm a professional game master and I run games for folks, one of the things that I do a lot of is creating things for other people or towards projects or things like that. But I don't really leave a lot of that creativity for myself. And recently I have taken to writing a story that is kind of just for me. And that has just been heaven. Just being able to say, like, I just write when I feel like it. It's not going to, there's no pressure. There's just me writing a story and then just really enjoying it and then sharing bits and pieces with my wife. It's been really, really good. Maybe eventually I'll share it. Who knows? But it's just been really nice to just like create something without having a lot of pressure. And as someone who does it, I highly recommend it. I found it very, very cathartic. So, ta-da! There's my soapbox on that. So, anyone have anything else, or want to go ahead and jump into our intro?
You mentioned
come on.
writing.
Yeah.
We've only done 15 minutes. We have to.
Oh yeah, we got to fill the full
Yeah.
20. My mistake. Yeah. I did.
Well, you mentioned writing, and Patrick Rothfuss broke his 6-month silence, or almost a year, actually. to
Invested. Go
announce-
on.
To announce that he's releasing another novella this November.
Is it in the same world as the name
It's
of the
in
land?
Tamarant.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It's about
But
Bast.
It's not going to be the halls of stone, so doors of stone, whatever.
Yeah, it's not the doors. No.
It's not the one we've been waiting
No,
for.
so I have been worried because he's been pretty open about, and my background's mental health and counseling and stuff, so he's always talked about like his anxiety and depression and stuff like that. He's been really open about it, and for him to go radio silence, basically, like he was sharing some tweets and all that kind of stuff, I was like, ugh, not good. Because that's kind of what I was thinking, because he also didn't do World Builders this year.
Oh really?
Which is his charity. Yeah. So, and he did say in the blog that he was like, I've been working on this novel, and his father has been in hospice care.
Gotcha.
So, and I was like, okay, that checks out. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a really hard time, but I think there was the success of the first 2 books really, in some ways, kind of frozen a little, maybe.
Well,
Sure.
I would say, I don't know, but I would say personally, the fact is he said it was originally going to be a trilogy, and I have no clue how he can wrap up this story in a trilogy. I think it's going to have to be more than one other book.
So he's talked about what is taking so long with that, and he, like, because one of the things that the readers and I always thought was, I was like, he's already written the story, he knows how it ends, but he was like, I had a very rough draft and kind of ideas where it's going, but if I added anything in books 1 or 2, I've got to fix that. And then the other thing is that his prose were from 20 years ago. So like he's going through and he's like, this is just not good writing anymore, it's not up to my standard. So he's having to go through and do that stuff too. And yeah, so
I wonder if this explains what. So I saw a video of him talking at a convention, and he was addressing the giant elephant in the room. Everybody wants to know. Keeps along and all this sort of stuff, and he tells this little anecdote about running into Brandon Sanderson.
yeah.
And basically saying to him, dude, you're making us all look bad.
Yeah.
And because Brandon Sanderson does 3,000 words a day every day, just like he's the most disciplined writer I've ever seen.
He is a writing machine.
Yeah,
He really is.
his
And-
writing style is very different though.
Yeah.
So
But he said Rothfuss said, I said to him, dude, you're making us all look bad. And he said, well, I just can't help it. I'm a serial I'm a compulsive writer, and Rothfuss says, yeah, well, I'm a compulsive editor, but
Right.
Yep. I will say that, like, as on my journey, and I'm not a professional writer, but my journey as a writer, the biggest thing that I had to, like, my enemy is a blank page. My goodness, it's so hard for me to get started, and one of the things that I just had to learn how to do is just, like, put just word vomit onto the page, tell the story I want. If there are little snippets that I like, I'm like, ooh, I want to use this line and I want to capture it. I take that line and I just throw it in the bottom, and then I just keep writing until I'm ready to put that line in. And then, like, once I've got this, like, absolutely atrocious story that I've written, then I go back through and edit it and make sure that it flows. But just getting it on the page.
Just describe NaNoWriMo.
Yeah.
I always wrote my stories when I was in college because I took multiple years of creating and writing. I always wrote my stories literally from the middle or the end of the book, and then worked my way back because I'm like, this is the interesting part. Now, how do I get here?
Yeah, I actually, the story that I'm telling right now is I started at the second to last chapter, and, like, here's how the story ends for this character, and then I'm going back and showing, like, how we got there, but also jumping a little bit forward in time because the big conflict happens, like, in the first page, and then it's how did we get here, and then where did they go from here, like how did their story kind of divide from where they were going to where they are now. And I don't know, that's my writing style. I like telling stories out of order. I don't know, maybe it's because I just really liked Memento as a kid. But
You're a savage.
What? I love it. Love telling a story out of order.
Oh, it's fine. There's so many writers who do the same thing.
Yeah. I just like being able, like, I when it comes to writing, I just feel like, what is it? The Charlie Day in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where it's like he's got all the mail and the Pepe Sylvia, and it's all the red strings and everything, and I just want to leave little breadcrumbs here and there, and like see, like, okay, if you're paying attention, you'll pick up this. You're paying super attention, you'll pick up this. Yada yada yada, and then just, like, where's Carol in HR and all that stuff. So that's my favorite, is that. So
I think that we refer to you as a so there are plotters and there are pantsers, and then there are plantsers.
Plantsers.
Plantsers. Yeah, you plot a little bit, but not too much. You'll start in the middle. I think sometimes they call those flashlight writers. Like, you got a flashlight right in front of you. You know kind of where you're going, but, is it the beginning of the story, the middle of the story? I don't know. I'm just writing.
Yeah, because I just found that, like, for me, like, right now I'm stuck where I'm at, and I actually, like, there's a scene that I'm writing and I'm just not into it, so I just, like, kind of, like, put a pause in that scene and started writing a completely different scene that I'm super invested in.
Yep.
And then, like, I'll come back to that other scene because it's still important, I'm just not feeling it. So, and Night Divinity says, or plotsers, and also...
Plotsers, that's right.
Yeah, Night Divinity says NaNoWriMo is hectic. Yep, if those of you who are listening from home, NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month, and I have never participated on purpose. Oh, man. So
50,000 words in 30 days that you will not recognize once it's done, and then go edit it.
Yep. I have a bunch. I like Night. I'm gonna steal that from Night Divinity. Night Divinity has a really good suggestion. I have a bunch of stuff that says insert rest of scene here and then moves on.
Yep, there you go.
I like that. I'm stealing that. Yep, rest of scene. Sometimes I'll be like, all right, and I'll start writing, and I'll be like, here's a good bit of dialogue. Stop, and then I'll be like, okay, this is what needs to happen. This is the secret that we're gonna try and spoil. This is the thing that we're gonna try and touch on, and then it's gonna end this way. Let's write another scene. So, all right. Real quick, I'm going to put us on pause for just a brief second. The briefest of seconds. Just a brief second, because it's a little warm in my room, and I'm going to turn my fan on. Then we'll go ahead and jump in. It's 20 minutes in. Thank you for giving this the extra time, Mordok, keeper of the time. We will be right back. Don't go away. Hey, everyone, we're back. Sorry about that. I just wanted to turn my fan on, because, like I said, it's a little warm in my room. So, let's go ahead. And for the last time in the official Tyranny of Dragons campaign, let's run it back. Gosh, I have a question, Baylor. Should we start from the bottom just this one time?
It pains me to say, but probably.
All right, let's start at the very bottom with Zed, and we'll work our way up.
Hi everyone, Mage here in chat and on Twitter, and I play Zed, our lovable kobold monk who wants to grow up and be a dragon one day, and absolutely kicked butt through this portion of the temple thing once we got inside.
Absolutely.
And Zed has been the primary caretaker of Valdis, the party's baby black dragon that we hatched from an egg. And the party, the way we ended last week, if you missed it, it was a tearjerker. Had me actually crying, or close to at least. In real life, was the departure of Zed and Valdis. So we found this room full of hostages, and the mission was for Valdis to guide them out of the temple and to come back to that room and stay put. The idea being, we don't want to lose Valdis to Tiamat, so go and hide. If everything goes well, we'll be reunited. So that was how that ended. That's how my character ended. My character's now ready for what lies about 30 feet ahead of us.
All right. And Rillick.
This is J-Dub in the morning in chat. I am playing Rillick, the fireball wielding Aarakocra wizard, and I don't have a real touching story or anything. So
You just here
Sorry,
to kick butt and chew bubblegum, and you're all bubblegum?
that he literally, this character set out to avenge his tribe that got murdered by dragons, and now he's going to do that. So
Heck yeah. All right, and Pip? Oh, go ahead.
or die trying.
Or die. Love it.
Yep.
All right, Pip.
My name is J.K. Miles, and I am playing Ricochet Cottontail, known as Pip, and everybody's favorite gun bunny, or at least my favorite gun bunny. I love playing heron guns. I think they're just wonderful. And yeah, do I have a touching story? Well, this is revenge for Pip also, because the dragon cult destroyed his artillerist conclave just when he was starting to give a crap about it, and so now, yeah, he's ready for some payback.
The rabbit's back, and this time it's personal.
There you go.
All right, and Patron.
Hello, everyone. I am Brad, playing Patron Purpleheart, our absentee cleric druid from last session.
No worries, he was there in spirit. He was just.
No worries, you were a spider on my shoulder.
There we go.
Yeah,
There
off
it
the
is.
screen, I rolled the best Hero's Feast.
What did you roll? Did you roll 2 10s or something like that?
17.
That's so good. All right. Anything else? Anything else about Patron we should know?
I mean, I got a little bird in my pocket, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's weird. All right.
What? You don't remember what you gave me? It's fine.
Give him the bird. There you go.
Don't worry about it.
All right, and Mordock.
Yeah, I'm Dave. I'm playing Mordock, our Azamar Protector Cleric, and this is probably the episode where I reveal that I truly am a traitor and destroy the party. Just kidding.
Hurts you, your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. If it happens, I don't know how many people would actually be surprised.
That nobody really
I
saw
would. He
coming.
started healing.
Yeah.
That's to throw you off his trail.
That's right.
Yeah.
I am the wielder of the holy hand grenade of Waterdeep, however. So.
My favorite thing about, by the way, if Mordok were to be like, I am the villain, is I feel like what would happen is he'd be like, aha, I am the villain, and then start healing the whole party.
That's right. So, my first thing, because the holy hand grenade does double damage against Paragon, or they have disadvantage because it's the holy hand grenade, of course. So.
Oh,
Yep.
I mean, it's fair. We should have written that in.
It is written in. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah, the Paragon have. Yeah, it's 48. I wrote this down. Where is it?
I think it's 48 plus 48.
48 radiant, 48 fire, 48 cold, 20-foot radius, DC 18, and Paragon have disadvantage on their saves. Because it's the holy hand grenade, of course.
Yep.
Right. As I recall, the holy hand grenade did not destroy the. Did it?
Yeah. It did.
Oh, it obliterated it. Yes.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
After the rabbit claimed several lives, much like Pip did. It's like that. Like if the movie, if the creature had a sniper rifle, credits.
In a silent spell.
Yeah, in a silent spell.
That worked well too.
Yeah. All right.
Perhaps it will help if we confuse it more, if we run away more.
All right, and last but certainly not least, Baylor.
Well, hello there, everyone. My name is Baylor.
I'm Jabrilopad. I pilot Baylor, everybody's favorite, kind of cracked 6-year-old at this point. I've got some cool things in store for any big battle that we should happen to stumble into tonight. And I am just looking forward to flexing Baylor's muscles today.
All right. And I mean, like right now at this point, like with the campaign, we are at a point where, like, you know, no amount of damage is too small. Like this is the big deal. This is the big show, right? This is the moment where all of the culmination of the campaign comes to. So like nothing's too broken, nothing's too cracked. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. So this is where the party was last time when they entered into the Temple of Tiamat. They are now going to enter into this giant Well of the Dragons temple. This is one of the biggest maps in the game, and I'm just going to bring us where we're at. Yeah. I don't think that was helpful. All right, cool. Sorry. So that's where everyone is.
Where? I saw myself and then I don't see myself.
Right here.
Scroll out and scroll back in.
Oh, okay.
All right. So once your eyes adjust to the stunning chaos of Tiamat's temple, you see that its interior is a single cathedral-like space that towers overhead. 5 distinct vaults branch off from the central gallery. Through the overwhelming color of the place is a lifeless, ashen gray. Each side of the vault shimmers dimly with blue, red, green, white, and even black hues. The colors of evil dragons and their world-consuming queen. Red wizards stand at each of the 5 vaults, chanting and channeling magical force into the central area. There is a kaleidoscopic whirl of arcane energy that rises above the blackened floor, stretching up into the twisting recesses of the temple's central spire. So in this area over here, kind of in the middle, that didn't ping. Here we go. Into like this area here. This is kind of the central area where everything's kind of flowing. And you can see these areas here, by the way, here, and then up to here, and then even over to here. Like these things are what are higher and higher and higher. And you see that there is, see if it'll let me show everyone finally what this person looks like. You can see this person. You can see the person that has been ruling over this cult, Severin. The person who is, this person is the mastermind behind the return of Tiamat to this world. And he is, huh?
The part of the evil mastermind will be played by Jaden Smith.
There you go. All right, so he is standing there chanting. He has on a mask which looks remarkably like this.
Mm-hmm.
And he is kind of leading, huh?
That's a nice mask.
Yep. Yeah, and he is kind of dressed like, this is sick. I love this art. He's kind of dressed like this with the dragon.
Dope.
5 legendary resistances.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
I'm sure it's fine.
So can we safely say?
If we knock that little tiara off of his head.
Carrington, can I just tell you that I'm going to cast invisibility on myself, like right now?
In a moment. Yeah, I'll let you do it in a second.
How about a little bit of that for your party mates too?
I don't have that ability, buddy.
He only has it for one person. It's fine. So
how many do we want to have it?
Remind me. So my little canary, can it summon the golden dragon directly to me, or call it to come help?
What?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, you gave that to me. That's what I was saying. I got a canary in my pocket, and I'm not afraid to use it.
I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you something right now. Just real quick. If you want to use it right now, you can. Just remember, what level are you right now?
14.
You have 6 more levels of this campaign.
I mean, you're not wrong, but this is Tiamat.
We're level 17, dog. We're basically gods.
We are not level.
We're
not. We're level 14.
Yeah.
We're basically pretty good.
Yeah, we're level 14. We're like normal people that work out.
It's like 3 more levels until I can hand clap us in and out of danger. It's fine.
Well, things we learned yesterday is that last session is that Pip never misses leg day. As he is faster than Usain Bolt.
Has created his very own Eldritch Blast machine gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So, before we actually, roll initiative, okay? Before we roll initiative, you can see Severin up here. If you want to go back to the map real quick. You can see on top of this area over here that there we go. All right, on top of this, there is this figure, and he is chanting and calling out to the spirit and the essence of Tiamat, and he says, "Queen, mighty queen of dragons, hear my words. You will taste the sacrifice of thousands of souls. We have prepared for you a treasure hoard worthy of a god. And may all of our sacrifices please you." And with that, you see he lifts up an unconscious figure that looks remarkably like a black dragon. It's about medium size. And he holds up an unconscious Valdis.
Oh, this is not going to end well for homie. I hope he knows he's going to be just not happy by the end of this. Is this the point where we can start doing stuff, Carrington?
Nope. And with that, down here, there's like this swirling...
monologuing!
Oh, give me a moment to monologue. With this swirling energies and power begin pulling up through here.
I'm casting a silent spell on him. We're no monologuing.
It's fine. 9th level counterspell. He has a scroll of it. All right, and then I'm gonna cast Time Swap so it can take 12 more seconds. All right. So anyway, with that,
We'll get my monologue.
exactly. Listen, when it comes to monologues, I have done this before. I had a lich that was just like, "You found my sanctum, and now," and someone cast something at him, and so I cast Dome of Force over the party, and I was like, "Now I'm gonna finish my monologue," and then I dispelled the Dome of Force. Anyways, Severin doesn't have Dome of Force, but he says, or does he? He says, "Dragon Goddess, accept my sacrifice!" And with that, he slits Valdis's throat and throws the body of the dragon into the swirling maelstrom.
Now we can do stuff?
Now we can roll initiative.
Roll initiative? Like...
It was at this
Come
moment.
on.
Yeah, Severin's over here. It was at this moment that he messed up.
Carrington, I need you to know when Baylor gets his hands on this person...
Holy cow.
Is he?
Ah.
There's going to be nothing left?
Bro. I have advantage on initiative, by the way. That's a 15.
I got a 29.
I crit failed my initiative roll.
Mordok gets no turns.
Mordok gets an opposite of a surprised round.
I'm gonna roll for these folks. By the way, I haven't marked them, but some of the mages are flying. Only one in each area is flying. The other one is not. So I just need to roll initiative once. I'm just gonna roll once for all the mages, all the red wizards, and then I'm just gonna put this person over here.
Okay, all I can see is a big circle around me. I assume there's a bigger room.
Whoa! Let's just calm down there. This mage just got huge. Just bulked up. Let's move over here. All right. So descending. Boop, boop. Why does Rillick have? Oh no. Sorry. Let's re-roll initiative.
Rillick's torch again.
Yeah.
Why?
Huh?
Wait, what happened?
No, I got a natural 20, man.
All right. Hang on. I'm just gonna delete. For some reason, everyone has 2 initiatives in here, and I'm just gonna delete whichever one I guess is lower. I'll be kind. Boop. Perfect. But I'm leaving Mordok's in that one. Not that it matters a whole lot. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and start the old battle music and begin the battle for the fate of Forgotten Realms. Ricochet, Pip, Cottontail.
All right.
Can we move
So
the
I have a
initiative
question.
tracker over just a hair?
Me?
No.
No, absolutely not.
All right, cool.
Carrington,
Love
all I
it.
can see is I have a 60-foot circle of light around me. Should I be seeing more?
I think your dark vision is only 60 feet. I think what I'm actually
This
gonna
is in the dark?
I'm actually gonna do something. I'm just gonna make it so that everyone can see, because
Mordok, all bad guys do everything in the dark in D&D.
I mean, it's true.
It was described to us that this place is flowing with light and energy.
Yeah, and yeah. That's
What,
it was.
what about daylight
That's
mode?
true.
But what if it was? But hear me out. What if it was daylight mode? How about that?
There we go.
Yep. All right. Pip.
So I have a question. As an artificer,
Yep.
with my arcane knowledge, maybe this is more religious than arcane, but I get the feeling it's both. I'm wondering if I can make some sort of check to see if it would be better to fire at the guy with the big tiara on his head or one of the Red Wizards of Thay in terms of stopping the ritual.
If you want on this, so I am gonna stick because reasons. I'm going to stick pretty tight to rules. So if you want to make that action, that will be your action this turn, which is to make an.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I thought you could make a check. Okay, all right. Then yeah, I'm just going to shoot the guy with the tiara.
Let the thinking people think. I am here for the shooting.
I'm just good.
All right.
Does anybody have any major objection to me doing? Talking is a free
Major
action.
objection.
Oh yeah.
Does anybody have a problem with me knocking that thing right off of his? Well, just splattering his brains and then maybe
Do it.
You know.
Baylor is done thinking at this point.
Less
so don't ask him
talking, more
anything.
shooting him.
All right. So, we'll do this at advantage. I'm sure he has legendary, all kinds of things, but we're going to do it at advantage. Well, that was not good.
10 does not hit.
No.
Neither a 6 nor a 4 hit. Anything else?
No.
Anything else for
so
Pip?
That's my action.
Yep.
I am going to. I'm sorry, guys. Dice, what they are, you know. Blastoise is going to go over here. And I don't think he's got enough room. Nope. Okay. I am going to hide as a bonus action.
Okay.
Carrington,
Mm-hmm.
you deleted both my things from the
No, I see a 16.
initiative.
Add it to the tracker.
I'm not in the tracker.
Oh, I see you in the tracker. All right, just go ahead and reroll. And then
Night Divinity, I'm going to need you to add that to the list, please.
no, and also I killed Valdus, so there's no adding of that.
I was gonna say, is it too soon for me to say you forgot Valdus? Is that
What did you have for your initiative previous, Ed?
10.
Okay.
He did say, and I'm going to go ahead and roll, and I thought he was going to say Valdus, and then I almost, I don't know, let out a gasp or something.
Is that
I'm gonna make my movement now.
is that good? Pip's gone. Pip's in there. Rilik's in there. Baylor, are you in it? Or you're not in there.
Yeah, I am. I'm right after what's his name with the pretty hat.
I don't.
No, I'm not. Wait a second. Where am I?
All right, cool. Go ahead and just reroll. I'll fix everything. Sorry, my mistake.
Hey, yo.
And Severn's not in there
Oh,
either.
This does
Let's
not bode
go!
well.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Hey, that's a natural 20 with a 21.
And it puts you exactly where you are. Perfect. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
He gets the new roll and I don't.
Oh, what did?
Hey! Or not patron. Zed, chill, bro. We're on the same team.
I rolled 2 natural 20s for 25s.
We're on the same team, and I'm the bruiser. Let me go, bro.
I had to take my 10.
All right, Baylor. What did you have before?
15.
All right, cool. It's no big deal. It only moves you down one slot. It's fine.
Yeah, but it's after the big guy.
He doesn't do that much. Don't you worry. All right. Anything else for Pip?
Sure.
Besides,
that's it.
Rilik's going to cast Disintegrate and just kill him. Oh, Night Divinity says, adds Carrington killing Valdus to the list of slights against Valdus. Thanks.
Perfect.
I
Love you, Night Divinity.
Why do I think that's more than a slight?
I mean, it was definitely a
Yeah, it was
slit.
just-
Ayo. Jokes. He's got them, folks.
Yep. Yes, I cast Cutting Words. Anyways, what's Rilik doing?
I forgot to ask beforehand, so this is perfect time to do it. Do we have any plans for our fake dragon belt that we have?
Maybe. Why? What are you gonna do with it?
I need a dragon engraving worth 500 gold.
What are you doing? Don't worry about it. Okay, we're summoning a.
Summoning a draconic spirit to fight for us.
Hey, let's go.
Okay.
On theme.
Mm-hmm. This was the spell I picked up when we left the metallic dragon con thing.
Okay.
Metallic Dragon Con.
I'm fine.
Con.
I'm
I was
fine.
like, I don't know what to call it. Conference.
Yeah.
Was it a conference?
Yeah, it was like it was just Dragon Con.
It's a Zoom Zoom meeting.
Cool. I have you take the dragon belt out. You're casting this, right? Is it concentration?
It is.
Is concentration. All right. So Rillick is currently concentrating on a spell. You've created this thing. This thing is now. How far can it weigh? You can concentration.
Its range is 60 feet.
So you're gonna drop it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's as close as I can get.
How hit points plus? So it's
I'm gonna use a 6th level slot on it.
so it's just 60 hit points. Yeah.
It's 70.
70.
Oh no, it's just 60. It's 60. Yeah. Plus
60.
10 for each spell level over 5. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You have a thing.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh. And then I'm gonna gain a magic resistance to. I don't know what type of magic because I can't really tell what these guys are using. Let's go with lightning.
Oh, this is supposed to be large, not huge, so it's this big. Okay. Anything else for Rillick?
That is it.
Does the Draconic Spirit go now?
Let's see. A creature shares your initiative count. It takes your turn immediately after course.
Okay. So you want to move it up to
So
7?
yeah, he's gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna go attack him.
All right, cool. Do you want to go ahead and roll it? Roll the attack, or whatever you're gonna do.
It's gonna be.
It has multi-attack.
Mm-hmm. Makes a number of rend attacks equal to half the spell's level, and uses its breath of weapon.
What is it?
3 attacks.
But it doesn't say
The plus to hit.
what attack roll do I use?
I'd imagine it'd be the strength plus its proficiency bonus, which is probably like.
There's,
The
if I'm
proficiency
not
is
mistaken,
equal to your bonus.
yep. But if I'm not mistaken, there should be a stat card that you can find, and like,
Yeah, it's on the spell. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I would just roll a
says-
D20.
It says,
Go ahead.
it says
Your spell
it
attack
uses
modifier.
your-
There it is.
Your
There it
spell
is.
attack modifier. Melee weapon attack, your spell attack modifier.
Yep. Okay. So we're gonna do. Does that roll it? Action. Alright. $16,
16 hits.
21,
It's
Absolutely hits.
14.
14
Alright.
14's a no.
Okay.
2d6 plus 8. Plus
What's your
plus
spell
the
level?
spell level.
Okay, so that's 28 damage.
Of what type?
Piercing.
Is it a magical weapon? I don't think so. Alright, so.
It's a draconic spirit? I don't know. It's
Sure. Okay, it slashes at him, but you see that the power of the Dragon Queen seems to be protecting him in some way. Before your turn is over,
Plus, you get to do a breath weapon.
oh yeah, do that thing.
Oh, that's every turn? Okay, you'll do a dex save.
Real quick question. Does he... Does the... Oh, hang on. I didn't roll this properly. Alright, so... This... And... here. Okay. Nice! Nat 1. Failure! Alright, question for you about the... What is the resistance you gave it?
Lightning.
Okay. I'm just gonna mark it with a little, like, lightning bolt. So we don't forget. Alright, cool. Go ahead and do the... Did you already do the damage for it?
It's 2d6 is gonna be 7.
And it is lightning damage, is that correct? Breath weapon?
Yes.
Minus that. Okay, you notice again this seems to like have a little effect, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this burning touch against you.
Okay.
Alright, cool. It does not hit.
Your rolls are not showing for us.
But why though?
I don't know.
That's so weird. I hit the button.
Listen, I don't make the rules.
Alright, here we go. Does a 15 hit the ghost?
No.
Well, alright then. I guess it's fine. Hey, now it's my turn. So I guess first... we are going to go ahead and use... Yeah. Within 5 feet of that point. I guess right here? You know what? Take your attack of opportunity. I'm going to walk over here. From the dragon.
So 26.
Bizarre. Yep, I'll take the damage.
Oh.
Six.
6.
I will take some damage. Alright, and we will go ahead and use...
Oh, hold on. It's 1d6 plus 4
Oh,
6.
yes. So another thing, so...
I keep forgetting the...
No worries.
Yeah.
So it's 1d6 plus 10. Got it. Okay, so I will go ahead and use this. Missed. Darn. How sad. Alright, cool. That is my turn, Baylor.
Yeah, I can't reach him. I can't get to him. So we're just going to pop him a couple times with an Eldritch Blast. How about that?
He hates it.
Well, he's gonna, hopefully. Fingers.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
Dice are not with us tonight.
Wow, that's something.
I will go break out my real dice in a heartbeat tonight.
Time to go lace a spirit dragon with an Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Well,
Jeez.
no, because a natural 1 wouldn't hit the dragon either.
Man, that is pretty funny. So, wow, look at all those nat ones. Another nat 1. Pew! All right, so I guess that hits the spirit dragon. Yep. Do you have another one? You do. Excellent. All right. Baylor, just for you, for rolling 3 nat 1s in a row, I'm giving you an inspiration. 1d10 you can add to a thing. The 16 hits, by the way. Roll the damage. Yeah.
That's worthy of Will Wheaton right there.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, 9 damage to poor Severin here. How much damage?
Poor Severin has no idea how bad this is gonna get.
Okay.
As soon as these dice light up for me, it's all over but the crying. The dragon took 1 force damage, by the way.
Yep, I did it. Anything else for Baylor?
No.
All right, Patron.
That's a lie. I'm gonna use my movement, but it's not gonna be something that...
Yeah. Oh, by the way, these areas here, the areas that are dark are all difficult terrain, because they're like leveling up. Just so you know, so it's double movement.
Are you talking like these areas, or are you talking these areas?
Let me draw out real quick. These areas.
Carrington.
They level up. Do you got that Misty Step? Go talk to Patron. Patron's got something for you.
It's a cave, Carrington. It should all be flat, right? That's how caves work.
Yeah, go talk to go talk to Patron. He's got something for you.
I do have something for somebody. The question is it Zed or is it Baylor?
Baylor. Zed's fine.
Okay. Then, well, first off, I'm going to start off with...
What are we doing? Okay, little emboldening bond.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
You got Misty Step?
No. Do I have advantage on stuff because of Hero's Feast? Like attack rolls?
I don't think so. Why?
I just didn't remember if that's one of the things that Hero's Feast gave us, because if so, then I didn't hit the dragon.
Gotcha. Okay. So emboldening bond, who are you putting emboldening bond on?
Emboldening bond is going on Rillick, Mordok, Zed, Baylor, and Pip.
So just everyone?
Everyone but me.
What does that do?
You get to add.
So I linked it. You get to essentially.
Oh, I see it there. Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
While at least one other creature who is emboldened is within 30 feet of you, you get to re-roll, or you get to add a d4 to either attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. If
Baby, can you come here?
All right. Cool. Sick.
and I think I'm gonna.
What are we doing?
I think that's probably gonna have to be it for this turn. Yeah, I'm looking at my stuff. I'm not using my starry form yet, so yeah, that's gonna be it for this turn.
Okay. All right. So are you? That was an action, right?
Correct. That is an action.
Okay. Zed.
Zed is beside himself and just summons this visceral draconic roar that you have never really heard from Zed ever, and he's very mad, and I would act it out if I could without cracking myself up, so we're just gonna go with that.
Description is always acceptable.
So, we are going to use a key point to take Step of the Wind, granting me the dash action as a bonus action. So as my bonus action, I want to dash. And as I dash up this little level, this first little level edge, you see these spectral wings unfurl from Zed's body, and he has gained flight equal to my walking speed, and will skip this difficult terrain and fly all the way and drop himself right in front of the dude.
No one touches Baldus. You mean.
And crits you and hits you again for a total of 22 bludgeoning. My hits are magical.
Oh, well, I'm gonna let you know right now. I hate that. Okay.
And
Stunning strike! Stunning strike!
Yeah, do it. Gloves are
I
off.
was gonna say, and I'm gonna spend a key point on the first hit. You gotta make a con saving throw. Doesn't matter. You're stunned.
I'm gonna use a legendary resistance.
On the second one, I'm gonna use another key point, and on the second hit, you gotta make a con save.
Thanks, we hate it.
Waste all of them. Do it.
Great, you fail it.
Alright, I'm gonna do it again.
I'll waste 2 of your legendary resistances,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Alright, cool. At the end of your turn, he is going to try to use a burning touch against Zed to try and catch him on fire. Does a 16 hit? Not even close. Get out of here.
Not even close.
Yep. Rough. Alright, cool. Well, all of the mages continue chanting. You notice that they each, their eyes begin glowing in accordance with each kind of temple.
I should have shot one of them.
Each temple that they are in, the ones in the White Dragon Temple begin to glow with white light, and they begin, as they are speaking, their breath becomes cold. The blue dragons, there's a crackling across their eyes, and each of their words as they recant these infernal incantations are just sound like small rumbling of thunder, volcanic sounds and ash from the red, poison leaks from the mouth of the green, and acid drips and burns their skin from the Black Dragon Temple. Their turn is complete. Their turn is complete. Mordok.
My, what do we have here? So I need... That would be evil, wouldn't it? Should have a plan, but I don't, of course. 60 feet. Yeah. So I'm going to move.
Carrington, do each of these temples, do you know which color is in which?
Yes, I do.
Does it matter?
It might.
Okay.
It could. Yeah. And then Mordok does things. Oh, we're just casting a giant guiding bolt.
Yeah, oops.
At
that guy.
Huh.
I assume a 21 hits.
Yeah, it does. You want to hear the worst part about it?
What?
I can't counter it.
No, you can't.
And my armor class isn't high enough to shield it. So I guess I'll just have the sad. Yeah, just one sad, please.
Yeah, be sad.
The big sad.
And whoever attacks him next has advantage.
Cool. Yeah, this is great.
So light him up.
All right. On to Pip.
So, Can you ping the guy that you just gave advantage on?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll draw from you to him. 125 feet.
If I move 20 feet or so, I should be within long distance range, and I have sharpshooter, so I don't get disadvantage.
Yep, and you have advantage on the shot.
And I have advantage on the shot.
Take the shot.
So, take the shot. I believe that is what I'm going to do, is to take the shot. So, hunting rifle, I'll take -5 for +10 damage.
Okay.
And we'll do this at...
Yep, don't forget to roll at advantage.
Yep.
Another one?
Goodness. Yeah!
So he turns to see the, like, he took the guiding bolt, turns around.
Also, my ammunition is magical.
He casts shield in front of him, and it doesn't matter. As he finishes the incantation, the bullet pierces straight through the magical force and splatters him across this part of the temple. He's dead. All right. Anything else for Pip?
Yeah. Blastoise is close to the guy in the tiara. Just gonna, do the whole flame thing.
Against this one over here?
He was near the guy with the tiara.
Oh, the guy in the tiara is way up here.
Oh, he moved over there. Okay, sorry.
He's learning.
Get to... Yeah, he can get over... Can he get over here? 5, 10, 15...
You'll be able to blast these guys.
Yeah. So I think he's gonna blast this guy right here.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Let's see. Attack. I'm sorry, I'm just having to find it. There it is. Eldritch Cannon. That just does the damage. It doesn't give me a way to roll it. So I guess I just roll a d20, right?
Yeah, and I think you get to add some stuff to it, but go ahead and roll. We'll see what you get.
I'm pretty sure I get to add my spell bonus to it.
Probably, yeah.
So that's gonna be 14 plus...
Surely at least +6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that will hit. Go ahead and do the damage.
$17 dex save.
Oh. Huh.
And I'm hoping it interrupts his casting.
All right.
That's the main thing.
All right. So, anything else for Pip?
That's it for me.
All right, Rillick.
Is there a way to see if it did interrupt his casting?
He seems distracted by it, for sure, because he just got set on fire.
Which is the red area?
Which is the red area? These are all such great questions. I love good questions. Red.
I guess I probably should have figured that out beforehand.
This is the red, right here.
Okay. So I am going to move up here. And then is there a point in between these two people where they're 60 feet apart-ish?
Yeah. Let me do something real quick to help you out with this. This will be red, and this will be like... I don't know.
Well, I assume red's fire resist, so I'm going to save them for last.
Sure. All right, so
that's the...
over here, this one down here is this is black. So just a moment. This. Just gonna black it. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Black. This is area number 4, which is this is green. I'm just marking them so that way it's easy to tell which what. There we go, green.
Apropos of nothing,
Huh?
if one has one level of exhaustion, what is the? Is it just? It's not attack rolls, is it? What is the penalty?
Penalty for what?
It's
One
disadvantage
level
on
of-
checks.
Yeah, it's only on checks, so you're good. And then this one is white. I hear a dog.
Yeah, I was a fool and made popcorn.
How dare.
That
And
means he needs some.
and then this last one is blue. We'll do this. I like this nice electric blue. This is a nice one. All right, there we go. Easy to tell what everything is. Yeah, I think that looks sick. All right, cool. There, you now have the information. Go ahead, Relic.
Okay, so I don't think I can see what you marked.
Oh, did I put on the wrong? Oh no, I'll fix it. I got
Okay.
it. I know.
So
what's going on.
anyway, I'm shooting at these ones down in the bottom left. Oh, look, there's the circles. Okay. So I'm gonna cast a level 5 fireball,
Sick.
which is 10d6, and I'm gonna overcharge it.
Love it. Can you ping overcharge because it's a new skill to me?
Yeah. Or is that what's called? Class features over channel. Excuse me.
Overcharge is what you do when you
That's
don't know how to
different.
make change.
Yeah.
We don't know how to make change. Oh no.
That's what I'm here for, the comic relief.
So it's gonna do max damage.
All right, and I will cry. Sound good?
Uh huh.
All right.
That's what I'm going for.
Excellent. So you're trying to hit both of these two. Okay.
Yeah. And the save DC is 17.
The save DC is 17. Well, good news. We hate that. I just feel like we're just gonna die. I don't think we're out of range. We can't counter it. We just die. Yeah, okay. Alright, so here come our dex saves. First person makes it. What's the damage?
It's 60. Save for half.
So one of them survives and is hurting pretty bad. The other one just turns into, like, you cast the fireball and you see one of them like put up some quick magical defenses, and you see the other one like raise his hand to do so, and as he does, from his fingers to then his face, he just turns into ashes and then just like blows in the wind against his friend, just completely annihilated, just turned to dust. There you go. Anything else for Relic?
My dragon needs to go attack the dude.
All right.
Brandon, can I ask an uneducated, potentially metagaming question here?
Love it. What you got?
Maybe we should consider not killing these people inside the circles on the map, because that kind of seems like what's supposed to happen, right?
Stop it, Tiamat.
I'll leave that to... Zed's on the kill train. Why is Baylor not on the kill train?
No, Baylor is absolutely not real or like rational right now. Baylor's all game for whatever. Jabril, as a player, is just going, hey yo. This looks a lot like sacrifice circle, so
No, that's the those are the ones outside.
Oh, the circles are just there so we know what. They're just a game aid.
Yeah, so you know
They're
which
not a
one
real
is which.
thing. We know that
Got it,
these
got
are
it, got it.
white guys, so there are no game effects.
Yep. All right.
So they kill our baby.
They kill our baby. Let's get them. Anything else for Relic? Is that a no for Relic?
I'm gotta roll attacks for the dragon.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, go ahead.
19, 13, 21.
The 13 doesn't hit.
Okay, so
Don't forget it's plus 10.
27 piercing.
We hate it. All right.
And then he does a lightning attack.
Yeah, go ahead. I have to make a dex save.
Yeah, dex save 17.
All right, give me 1 second. Okay. And making a dex save. I want that 25. We'll just use another legendary. No, we won't use legendary resistance. That's just silly. Hit me with the damage.
All right, it's 5.
Plus stuff, right?
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
No, not plus stuff on a breath weapon. It's just a straight 2d6.
All right, cool. That's fine.
Okay, even better.
All right.
Way easier. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, I'm going to do some stuff. We are going to use Fiery Teleport. Each creature... So each of you is going to take a d10 of fire damage, and Severin is going to teleport over here. So I'll just roll the d10. There's no save or anything. Zed and the dragon each take 7 points of damage. All right.
Can I use my reaction to evade it?
What do you mean?
Only take half?
There is no roll. It's just take. Yeah, there's no. It's only a d10. Like, it's so low of damage, and mostly it's just for the teleport. Then I will.
I will hunt you down and kill you.
I hope so. I hope you kill Severin. We're gonna go ahead and use Scorching Burst. On Zed. No, actually, we're just gonna throw a Flaming Orb at Zed. That's probably the right call. Zed hurt us really bad. Does a 22 hit?
I will use my reaction and shield.
So your armor class is now
26.
Until your next turn. I'm gonna
Yes.
put the shield on you. All right. So that's Severin's turn. Baylor.
Yes. I would like to one round at a time. Let me figure out how. I have 40 foot of movement, so I can go to here.
I guess he's.
I think that
right
was
here.
roughly here. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember, but that's within 5 foot. He moved over here now.
Yes.
I wish he would stand still so I could kill him, please.
I burned resistances trying to do that for you.
Okay. Well, what's the range on? Give me just a second. Baylor's gonna try to cast a spell, I think. So give me a second while I collect my thoughts. I don't think I'm close enough. Is my only problem. Dang it! Baylor's not gonna try to cast a spell quite yet. Instead, we're just gonna this guy's. Just a second. This guy's like the only focus I've got right now. So Let's see if we can not roll 3 natural ones in a row. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go for 3. Oh.
In a row.
That is some nonsense. Holy cow.
Don't forget, you have inspiration if you want to use it. You can make that last
but
one.
it doesn't give me a nat 20. I think I'm going to save that inspiration for...
Do you get something for the bond? Are you close enough?
A D4, yeah.
Do I have to be within a certain amount of feet?
Yeah, you're outside of the. It's 30 feet of the patron.
I did not know that. Or I would.
Do you want to move back a little bit so you stay within the emboldening bond?
Yeah, I'll move back
mind.
here.
Yeah.
So 14, or sorry, a total of 12 damage on the first one. A total of 11 damage on the second one, and then I need to roll what, a D4?
Yeah, to see if you still hit.
D4 roll. Plus 3, 14, 17.
That hits.
Let's go. 6 on that one. So 12, 23, 29 damage.
Yeah. I'm gonna make an attack against at the end of your turn. I'm gonna go ahead and make an attack against Baylor, who just hit me for a bunch of damage with this orb, which no one can see right now. Oh, you can see it. Excellent. Yep. Does an 18 hit Baylor?
Let me make sure. Inventory. Let me make sure this is equipped. Yes, I believe it does.
All right. Please take 37 fire damage.
Do I need to try to do something with that?
Like what?
Like counterspell it?
Here's my thing. I have 151 hit points. We're fighting Tiamat. I'm probably good, but at some point somebody's going to have to heal me. So you said take 37 fire damage?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm at 119 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have more than me, you don't get healed. Sorry.
Well, to be fair, you're a pretty beefy healer.
The buff. All right. Anything else for Baylor?
No, that's going to do it this round.
That was a great round. All right, Patron.
Hey, before he goes, shouldn't one of these guys down here in the southeast be vaporized?
No.
I thought Blastoise killed... Oh, no, that's right.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Did damage, didn't kill. Doesn't do enough damage. I was just hoping it would distract them in their spell casting.
So the
Break
ones
their
behind us. How tall is the ceiling above the ones behind us?
How tall is the ceiling?
Yeah. How far away from the ceiling are they? It's an important question. Don't worry about it.
I mean, do you want me to bring out a call lightning for you?
I'm asking a question. I'll tell you what the spell is.
I'm asking a question too. Do I need to go ahead and get a call lightning for you?
That wasn't what I was thinking. We'll find out soon. Depends on your answer.
Veiled threats. Last time there was a dragon and a bullet, and I was concerned. How tall do you need it to be?
I mean, I just want it to be a little bit less than 30 feet.
It's not. 100 feet. That's what it says.
Between them and the ceiling?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And they're chanting up there, right?
Yeah. So some of them are flying and some of them are not.
So some of them are flying?
Mm-hmm.
How far are the walls apart? That's a better question. Oh baby. Oh baby, that's great. That's a little less great. Let me just check the wording on this first before I do it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm worried about what in the world you're doing.
Don't worry about it.
I'm always worried about
Yeah,
it.
don't worry about it. Don't
Can,
worry about
can
it.
we started off the night saying, "Do you trust me?" Well, I'm returning
Yeah.
the favor with.
The
So-
answer is a
so-
definitive kinda.
So this might be overkill for one of these guys.
Are you casting Earthquake?
No. All right. So here's another question. Important clarification.
Okay.
When there are walls made of stone, would you consider that technically ground? Use some air quotes here.
What are you doing?
Technically, we're underground, so
Te-
all
No, not
Technically, we're
anymore. Not
underground.
anymore. Not anymore, because you came up into the base level of Tiamat's palace here.
Well, fine. But would we consider the walls ground? They're made of earth.
Yeah, I would.
Sure. What are you doing?
They're not water.
All right, hear me
They're
out,
ground.
Brad. I just want you to know this. Ready? You asked a lot of questions, and I'm going to give you one very enthusiastic answer, okay? For the content. Just do it. What you got?
Do it.
Guys, keep in mind our DM plays by the rule of cool quite frequently. So, like, if it's sick, go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
What? That Severin guy's running away too, right?
Yeah, I
Running
mean,
down that way?
he's kind of a punk. No one likes him.
Don't worry. I'm murdering him.
You've got the entire chat on the edge of their seat.
Just do it, says Night Divinity.
Okay. I'm gonna do something a little funny.
Just do it already, sheesh. Oh, man.
Totally what a sorcerer would do, too.
Bones of the Earth. All right, show me what you got here. Can you link the spell?
Yeah. Sorry, I hit cast and I always forget that doesn't actually link it in VTD.
Okay.
Oh gosh, come on.
Paragraph. 8 pages of text.
8.5 pages of text.
Somebody remind me one day to buy a monitor that's not a laptop so I can play D&D.
Well, we actually haven't had an incident. By the way, I'm going to ask Night Divinity this. Night Divinity, do we have a patron deleting his own token count yet? You didn't link the spell again.
It's at
There it
least
is.
2. At least.
That's like saying, Julius Caesar, who died over 60 years ago, 6 pillars of stone burst from places in the ground that you can see. The count is at 5, by the way. 5 times that Patron has accidentally deleted his token. So the pillars come out, they burst from the places in the ground. You can see each pillar has a cylinder that is a diameter of 5 feet in height and up to 30 feet. The ground where the pillar appears must be wide enough for its diameter. You can target the ground. So are you going to go ahead and try and push them? Is that your goal here?
Oh, I'm gonna sandwich multiple people between 2 pillars.
Okay. How many? Yeah, do it. That's
I
fine.
get 6.
Sure.
So first, the guy who's wholly within the white zone,
Yeah.
he's sandwiched between 2 pillars. He's gonna take 2d6 from each pillar, sandwiching him, and he's restrained.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and roll the damage for that guy.
Well, hang on. I have some commentary. Hate it. Continue.
It's great. It says restrained, so it's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
he's restrained. Go ahead and roll.
So that's for the 2 pillars colliding and sandwiching the guy between
Is
him
he
and
gonna
the white
save
dude.
it all?
Hey, yo, that's disrespectful.
It doesn't say. It says.
I'm sorry, that's 6d6 per?
Oh, he gets a
He gets a-
dex
he
saving
gets a
throw.
dex
Sorry,
save.
he does get a dex save.
Thank goodness.
Good thing you fail.
Does that pass?
As I recall,
He
was
gets
this called
disadvantage
critical roll?
because.
That's
What?
a pass on 1, but he's got 2 of them trying to sandwich him. So give me 2.
It's a deal. All right, cool. So
And I believe he's
Nice to
sandwiched.
be a bad guy.
so we're losing a total of 20, right? And then he's losing
Yep.
half of that, so he'll lose 11. Okay, done.
Yep, and he is restrained between 2 pillars. The one in the green behind us is also getting the same treatment, so make him 2 saves.
This one right here? Or the one in the middle? Number 1? I feel like I'm optometrist. Number 2.
Number 1, I already measured. I couldn't get number 2.
Okay.
Better, worse, better, worse.
Yep. Number 3.
You're the same.
Number that don't tell anyone. All right, jeez. I'm guessing that's a failure.
Uh-huh.
All right, go ahead and roll your second one. Huh?
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember where it comes from.
Carrington, you click it because my computer is being silly.
I got you. All right, so the first one, it hits him, poof, and the pillar begins pushing him super fast towards the other pillar. He tries to dodge out of the way, and then jelly. So nothing but jelly left.
This is the ultimate airbending or earthbending moment. I need you guys to know all I can picture is Toph right now.
Great character. Where next, or is that just those 2?
So I get 6. So that's 2. That's 2. I'm actually thinking about shooting Homeboy back towards Zed and angling a pillar to send him flying up towards Zed.
So how many pillars do you get? You get 6. You
I get
use
6.
2. Do you just
Actually, can I try and pincer him between 2 again?
to try and restrain him?
Yeah.
This one over here?
The main dude, Severin.
You can to make it easier for Zed.
Oh baby, let's do it. Give him 2 saving throws. Okay, he passed the first.
Did he pass the first?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I don't know.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll raise you a legendary resistance, but twice. Like, all right.
Yeah, I don't know why it
Only got 1 left.
why it sent the same.
So he
twice,
used
but yeah.
2 legendary resistances to get out of the pincer maneuver.
Yeah,
That's fine. He still takes half damage, right?
yeah. I'll roll for
Love
you.
it. I love it.
You love to see it.
Burn them resistances. Burn, baby, burn.
Only has
Actually,
1 left.
all right. 18 and 20 for a total of 36. Or no, would it be half? Because he passed both of them. So he'll take 9 on the first one, and yeah, you said 19. That's correct. Cool, got it. All right. Anything else for Patron?
Yeah, I'm a little mad. I'm gonna go ahead and pop in Starry for him.
Go and shoot him.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. $13 does not hit.
So angry that crit is on the other side. Hello to the other side.
Anything else?
No, I've pinned and restrained 2 of the people chanting, and they're restrained. So if I'm not mistaken, that conveys advantage to anyone who attacks them, even at range, right?
Yeah, especially with the way they are. I would say so.
Okay,
And
guys.
Auto-fail dex saves.
Yep, fill them up with whatever you want. My turn is over.
You didn't restrain 2 of them. You restrained 1 of them. You killed the other one.
Oh, sorry. I murdered
Potatoes,
1 dead.
potatoes. If we shoot his body, he has disadvantage, so on and so forth.
All right. At the end of the turn, we're going to throw a flaming orb at Zed.
Neat.
The 15 doesn't hit. Get out of here. Patrons,
Neither
you're
does
done.
the 19. Neither does the 19. Because I'm at
Zed?
26.
Neat.
Are you gonna go tell him he's dead?
Get back here. I'm going to kill you.
I can't imagine anything more terrifying than being chased by a pissed off monk in a cave.
a kobold.
Cannot outrun them. Like, it's physically impossible.
Well, both of those hit.
Spend a key point. Oh, he's hell-bent on destroying you.
Yeah, all of these attacks have hit so far.
I would hope so with a +10 to hit.
The last one doesn't hit.
That's fine. 33 damage.
Can I tell you something really cool? The last hit doesn't have to. So
it doesn't matter. It's overkill.
Hang on. I hand the story to you. What happens?
Oh, he's like, okay. So the first hit hits Severin, dropping him to his knees. So now he's at Zed's height. The second one is like a roundhouse kick that snaps Severin's neck, and as he's falling, you see tears start to form in Zed's eyes. And the last hit, he whispers, "This is for Valdis, you jerk," and just buries his head into the dirt by hitting him so hard with that last blow. Just absolutely puts him in the dirt.
The Mask of the Dragon Queen falls from Severin's head, and he is slain.
Let's go.
Metagaming pigeon telling you to pick up that mask.
Is that the metagaming pigeon?
I'm so happy this
Yes,
has
yes.
gone into all D&D culture at this point.
I didn't need that.
No, I didn't figure
You have a
did, but
kobold. You have a kobold.
any chance
Loves
to get the
dragons.
metagaming pigeon involved, we're getting the metagaming pigeon.
Anyways. Yes. Zed reaches down and picks up the crown and holds it like a football.
Okay.
He has no more movement. I have no more movement left, so I just have it in my hand. I'm tempted to put it on.
I'm going to put this little trophy, just denoting that you have that. And I'm also taking off this. So you have those things. You...
Actually tempted to put it on. Can I put it on?
Yeah, you won't. I don't think you'll be able to have... You won't have time to attune
Don't
to
do it. Don't do it. I mean, do it, but...
Don't do it.
I'm gonna put it on.
Alright, you put it on. Metagaming pigeon gets crushed between two pillars, is what Night Divinity said.
Yeah.
Excellent. Alright, so Zed's done.
Those are not pillars.
Yeah, you just like if you were up close to Zed, you just hear him just panting, like he's just still full of rage and full of raw emotion.
Is Valdis's body still around, or did
It
Valdis's
was
body
there.
get sucked
So
into
right
the
now, in this area right here, there is like a swirling hurricane of like arcane energy, and there is like a portal right in this area, like below this. Does that make sense?
And she was tossed into that wormhole,
Mhm.
tossed into that whirlpool of energy. She's gone.
For all intents and purposes, yes. All right. Well, we've got some mages that are going to do some mage things. First of all, we're going to have
I'll be
this.
here.
Okay. See you in a minute. All right, and we're going to move here. I think we're gonna throw some fireballs, because I don't think. Let's see here. How big is Cone of Cold? Cone of Cold, not big. Golden Ice Storm, no. Cone of Cold is a 60-foot cone, not nearly big enough. But I think we can probably throw a fireball. Maybe not. Gosh, these places are so big. The biggest suddenly range matters.
I mean, that's why I measured for Bones of Earth.
Yeah, right. Oh, sweet. Fireball's 150 feet. Love it. Love that for us. All right, so let's go ahead and cast this at, like... Let's just use a 5th level spot. That's a good one. I think... Yeah, there we go. I think I can just drop it, like... Yeah, I can just drop it right here. So that would be Rillick, Patron, and Baylor all need to make a dex save, please. Or take, looks like 34... No.
I have advantage on those, by the way.
Excellent.
17.
Okay.
Or you can add a d4 if you haven't already done so.
Rillick, you can add a d4. And if you add a d4, it doesn't even matter. No need to roll it. You'll pass. Perfect. Love it. Everyone passes, so you'll take half of that, which would be 33 rounded down 16. 16 damage fire, please.
And here's the one I was really worried about. Okay, we're good.
Oh, yeah, you're good. All right, so we're going to run over here. I think we're going to cast some stuff at Zed.
What are you gonna do to me?
Cast a spell.
I have the crown. You can't do nothing to me.
Let's cast... I think you're within range. Let's find out. Yeah, make me a con save, please. I'm gonna cast Cone of Cold at you.
I don't like that.
Con save, please.
Yep, don't like that.
Alright, so showing this. Click. Yep. Alright, so 36 of the,
I took it.
Alright, cool. The rest of the mages, all continue chanting and the light begins to suffuse in here. And now it is Mordok's turn.
He's dead.
Mordok's dead?
The one that cast Cone of Cold.
Probably true.
Hell bent on destruction.
Wait, you said I killed one, so did I kill the white dragon one?
You killed one of the white.
Okay, so there's two over
You
there?
killed one of the green dragon ones. Yes, indeed.
Oh, that's the one I killed.
Yep. This one almost, though.
Yeah, and he's restrained,
Summon?
so he can't actually do anything. Gotcha.
Summon a celestial.
Oh,
I'm gonna need a celestial archer, please.
I feel like I made one of these once.
Yeah, you did. And he's gonna go like right. Let's see. He can go 90 feet from me, so somewhere in the middle, just plop him down.
Oh, we did this. Yeah, that's right.
Why is this map so big?
Because it's the Temple to Tiamat.
It has to hold a Dragon Queen.
Yeah, has to be worthy of her name. Can you ping where you wanted it again?
Oh, like right there.
One more. Sorry, I couldn't see it because I was zoomed in too close. One more time.
I'm trying to. It won't let me ping all of a sudden.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
there.
Right there? Yeah, if we give the scary baby.
That's right.
Yep. And how many hit points? How many hit points does it have now?
Let's see.
40.
Loading it up. It has 40 plus 10, just 40.
Okay, cool. And that's all it's gonna do.
Oh, he goes after me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes after me. So that's all I can do. But he's gonna shoot.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
He's got a range of 150 feet.
Pew pew.
So that should.
Are you shooting? Are you shooting at this one over here?
Yeah, like I've never been able to figure out how to erase these lines. Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
I got you.
I'm shooting at this guy down here. Why am I pinging so slow?
It's a huge map.
Yeah, at this guy.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see, what do I roll one here? It's ranged weapon plus my spell attack modifier. So I need a d20.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna miss.
Oh
Maybe.
no. How many attacks does it get?
Probably just one. Oops. So that's plus my spell attack modifier, which is 11, so that's a 15. Is that enough to hit this guy?
Yes, I'll cast shield. So no.
It gets multi-attack.
Yes,
Oh.
but no.
Yeah.
Plus 4. So that's what did I roll for my attack? Oh, 4 plus 11 is 15 plus 4 is 19. Does that hit through his shield?
19 does hit.
Oh, what a shame.
It does hit.
And let me open this guy up again. He does. Wow, this is slow. 2d6 plus 2 plus 5.
Okay. How many attacks does it get with multi-attack?
I was just
Makes the
reading
number of
that.
attack equal to half the spell level rounded down, so he gets 2.
Okay, cool.
So 2d6 plus 2 spells level, right? Yeah, plus 5, so 2d6.
Okay.
He takes that many plus 5.
17.
So 17. And then we hit him again.
Okay.
If he's still up.
He's still up.
Mm-hmm. So, second attack. It's
Yep.
12 plus...
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, and he takes 2d6.
So 7
So
plus...
7 plus 5 is 12.
Okay, he's hurting pretty bad.
Wow, I hit him for all that plus what Blastoise did? Okay.
No. The one that Blastoise hit died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, otherwise he'd be dead.
And then I'm going to move 5, 15, 25.
Alright. And Pip.
Okay, so I feel like we're having a walk in the park, and I feel like we're doing Tiamat's work for.
Okay.
So I would like to take my action to do some sort of check to see if, from everything that I've read about the dragon cult, from all of the Harper's information, from anything that I've done, that I can know about this ritual.
Okay. I will let you roll a straight Arcana check.
Okay.
Advantage, because you're trying to get this information. Disadvantage, because of your exhaustion. So straight flat roll.
I haven't I don't have any exhaustion yet.
You have 1 level of exhaustion from when you cast
that's right,
haste.
I do.
Wait.
We never rested, did we?
No.
Where'd my token go?
Did you delete yourself?
Again.
Yep, you totally
All
did.
right.
Oh, and Carrington, because I can cast that 90 feet away, my scary baby flying angel dude is like 50 feet in the air.
You got it.
I feel like it's that baby from
I don't understand how I could. I haven't touched my keyboard. I just looked over and it's gone.
Yeah, because you're gone out of the initiative, too.
Did you delete my token?
I, in fact, did not. Currently, the count stands at 6.
Sus.
Alright, there you go. You'll have to update your hit points.
29.
A 29 for Arcana?
Yeah.
They have to continue
I
to...
Flash Genius, if that helps.
Oh, no, that's good. So, you know what? Yeah, use the Flash of Genius and I'll give you the stuff. So they are trying to continue the chanting in order to coax Tiamat's spirit into this realm.
Okay, so I feel like if we can stop them from chanting by, plastering them against the wall, then we might be able to stop the ritual. Is that the idea?
Yeah, if you can stop them from chanting, then you can probably stop them, stop the ritual.
Okay. All right. That's my action. And then as my bonus action, Blastoise is going to move another 15 feet. And blast this guy with fire.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll a straight d20 because I don't know how to get it to roll.
It is restrained.
Okay, do I get advantage then?
Correct.
Okay. All right, well, that was a 21 because it's my spell casting modifier. They're
Oh,
just
wait,
a
you're
21.
attacking the green? Sorry, the green one is not restrained. I killed the
Oh,
green
okay.
one on that
Well,
side.
it's exactly the same roll. So I feel like
Yeah, it's probably fine.
that I am attacking him, and it's the Eldritch Flamethrower.
Alright, I will make a check to see if we succeed. Dex save. Failure. And so he is looking like he is on his last leg as he continues chanting and just like retching up like green poisonous smoke along with like this like clotted blood. Anything else for Pip?
I holler out to everyone. If we can stop them from chanting, we can stop the ritual. Stop the ritual! That's all I say.
Who has silence?
By the way, Patron, did you roll yourself back in the initiative order?
I did not. I was 13.
I have
Go ahead,
silence,
roll.
but not near enough to cover this whole chamber.
What if you put silence on the portal?
Nah, because they're chanting around it.
So you said 13?
Metagaming.
Yeah, I put it on there. It just needs to be reordered.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, Well, what if- what if
then I
it's-
lose the celestial death
I
baby.
mean, I agree. Losing the death baby is.
I don't think you do if you cast
Worse.
silence on it. No, you've already cast the spell.
Don't you have to concentrate on the baby?
Yeah, but you can concentrate in silence. Hang on, let me concentrate in silence real quick.
Yeah, but I have to concentrate on silence.
Oh, if
Yeah.
someone else cast it.
Silence concentration spell too.
Oh, I understand. See, everything makes more sense now. All right, cool. Yeah, we good. Is that it for Pip?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'd
Really.
like to make two. I would like to make two Morlocks. One that's concentrating on death baby, and one that casts silence.
So there's a cleric that I want to play. It's from the Taldore campaign guide Reborn, and it is a moon cleric. And one of the coolest things that the moon cleric gets to do is its channel divinity allows you to concentrate on two spells at the same time.
Oh, that would be dope.
Sweet.
It's really cool, and I want to play one.
So we're all playing. So we're all gonna play clerics for Call of Novice,
Just
right?
saying that's broken. Enlarge, reduce, and haste on a monk is just
you only get
DM's
two.
bane.
You can but also every time you get hit, or sorry, anytime you have to make a concentration save, if you're concentrating on two spells, all your concentration, or sorry, you make a single concentration roll at disadvantage and you lose both spells if you fail. So you take Warcaster.
Warcaster is a must.
Yeah, but then it's just a flat roll.
Can I make a suggestion? If we decide to do another campaign, we should all pick the same class. We should have a campaign of the same class.
Yes, the holy order.
Yeah,
All
like
wizards would be cool.
Yeah, all bards.
Except
I mean,
super fragile.
I'd do Oops All Wizards.
I kind of like, and we're getting off topic, but I kind of like Oops All Bards, and you could just be a traveling band.
Yes.
yes, we have to
Can we
get the
just
band
be all
back together.
barbarians and
Yeah.
just be a bunch of goofy goofuses that run around and break things?
Yeah, we got to get the band back together. Yep. Yeah, we play 4. We play 5 bards and a cleric, so that the cleric can just say over and over, "We're on a mission from God."
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Anyways, Rillick, I said words, and now it's your turn. I see lots of measuring happening over here.
I am definitely doing some measuring.
You know you can hide that, right, dog?
Nah, don't do it. I
No,
want to see it. Everyone, the people at home are curious.
It's
I
all
like
right.
to make him worried.
I've been doing a lot of measuring this whole time because I'm like, I don't. So both of the guys in the south are really hurt, and this guy in the white is really hurt. Correct? We haven't done anything to the guys from the red area or the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Shouldn't we just be able to take out one of the colors, and that'll weaken it?
So this is 120 feet, and so
Hey, I got a quick question.
yeah.
What you doing?
I'm throwing a fireball made of ice. Remember my good friend, the
Hey, Rillick, I'm
The
not usually a party
freezing
pooper here,
sphere.
but like a fireball made of I don't know if that's how that works.
Ice ball. Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's
I
just a
think it's
giant.
like the new Disney movie. Elements don't mix.
I want to see the new one. It looks just good. Arpula says the ominous measuring is the best part about using Roll20. I think
True.
that the ominous measuring, in my opinion, is the equivalent of the GM just behind their screen rolling dice for no reason.
Or asking for superfluous insight checks or
Yeah, roll perception real
checks.
quick. Yeah. Anyways, so we're doing a freezing sphere here.
Ping.
Here, and it. Am I correct in assuming that it's going to hit this one kind of thing?
It's a 60-foot radius. So 60 feet to here, and then 60 feet to here, and then 60 feet to here.
All right, so those three folks, I just need to delete their tokens.
And then
I mean,
and-
sorry, they need to make saves.
Excuse
Sorry, I mispronounced that.
yeah, so so 51 damage save for half.
And it's a con save?
It is.
I hate everything about that. All right, one is dead. Does a 17 save?
It's a 19.
All right, hang on a second. Stuff happens. Deleted.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We only
Yep.
have to deal with 3 of Tiamat's hits.
And now, and then the dragon's gonna go 60 feet through the air down here, and he's gonna breathe lightning
At this one. So right
at
to
that
there.
one. Yeah. How
Sick.
big is that cone?
I don't think it's very big.
I don't think it is either. 30 foot.
All right, so I will make a. You said it's a dex save.
Yes. For half.
Failure. So it's just gonna
9 damage.
just take the full 9. Okay, cool. Anything else for Rillick?
That's it.
Baylor.
Yes, as I carefully make my way closer to this person. So first off, I'm going to move 40 feet in that direction. Let me figure out where 40 feet is. 40 feet is right there. Quit it.
I feel like
is it
how
too
many?
late to move?
Yeah, you can move. Go ahead. I feel like there were, if I'm not mistaken, there have been 3 times where they have chanted. Is that correct?
Something.
That is correct.
3?
3.
3.
I thought it was only 2.
No, I think that they.
3, because I've only done 2 turns and I'm after them, so.
Okay,
Yeah, so they've only done 2. This will be their 3rd.
got it.
And then because I'm still this far out, I can't really do anything else. I don't think. 15, 30, 30, 60, 60. Yeah, I think I'm well outside of 60 feet from them. Yeah. So because I'm still too far out to do anything fun, I'm going to Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Crit.
15 hit.
And who are you attacking? This guy down
this
here?
Fella. Yep.
Okay, yep.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does not hit. You want to use that inspiration?
No. No, I'm gonna save the inspiration. I do get to add a D4 though, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you get to choose.
I'm gonna add it to the second one, if possible.
Yeah, go ahead.
making it 19.
It's meet or beat. He uses shield. You pierce the shield, and he is slain.
Okay.
Just enough damage. Okay. Anything else for Baylor?
I
Eldritch
guess
Blast has been putting in some work for you.
It absolutely has. I can't really do anything else. I keep walking towards people and then they die. So like, I mean, I'm just wandering around in circles shooting at people, I suppose. That's
Alright.
gonna be it.
Don't worry, you'll get your moment here. Patron.
All right. So multiple people are dead.
Atrin, take out this guy here. He's barely on his last legs.
Oh, that guy back there.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I mean, this is way too easy so far, which means Tiamat's coming, but I feel like if we take out some of the heads, it'll make her weaker.
I'm assuming this hits the green guy.
Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, absolutely. He is slain. All right.
Hold on.
A disadvantage, but
Might as well.
might as well.
Perfect. Hey, buddy.
What she got? Are you telling him he's dead? He hates it. Hey, he's taking damage too. Yeah, you already rolled it. Alright, so wisdom. Failure. Minus 18. Still alive. Zed. It is to you.
Yeah. We started this mess by jumping up and flying up to 7, and I'm going to do the same thing going down. So we're going to do the thing where when we step of the wind, we dash and we get to make some wings. I'm going to fly my way all the way over here, conveniently, because I'm a speedy little monk. And I land perfectly right in front of this buddy, right there.
What a friend. Give him a hug.
And I'm gonna. Oh, don't you worry. I'm giving them the biggest hug in the world. I just gotta mark wings unfurled. Hold on. There we go. And Chappelle.
Yes. Yep.
Perfect. These are cold damage.
He dies after the second hit.
Perfect. That's all I have. Those are all the hits.
Dead.
I look at the other one and go,
You're next.
So he looks at you. He is still like all of the fire. He's channeling all of this flame. And then he has all of this arcane energy, just seems to suffuse in himself. And he like takes out a dagger and cuts his hand and says, I would rather die than serve Saz Tom. And then with that, he actually will cut his throat and die right there. And as the blood spills upon the ground, the temple begins to crack and break. Each of the five things begin. Each of the five.
Time to beat me, folks.
Each of the five cathedral towers
Stars. They
begin.
look like stars.
Yeah, the stars begin to collapse around the central arcane energy. The magical maelstrom filling the central apse of the temple suddenly splits open with the crack of thunder. And suddenly, as the ground breaks, a gigantic draconic head comes through. More of this breaks. The ground breaks and more until there are 5 heads of the dragon that begin to gnash their way from the rune-lined pit that forms here. Tiamat, the queen of dragons, is about to burst bodily from her confinement in the 9 hells and enter this world. Alright, I'm going to clear the initiative track real quick. And I'm actually going to move this fight into a much more... I'm going to pull everyone a little bit closer. And I am going to make this fight just a little more cozy. As the whole temple is
Harrington, since you failed, can you tell us, like, what would we have had to have done to stop the ritual?
To stop the ritual? To stop the ritual entirely? I will say that she is beyond weakened. To stop the ritual entirely, you would have had to kill all the wizards much faster. But, like, you have, like, beyond significantly weakened her.
That's what I thought, was sort of like, if you can get them all, you know, like each head that...
I think... go ahead and roll initiative, everyone. I think that she, in her current state, is absolutely beatable, in my opinion. But we'll find out together. She is still a goddess.
I don't see her.
Oh, don't worry, you will.
Can't fight something I can't see.
Is that better?
Woof.
Yeah.
There's this great picture of Tiamat coming out of the stuff. Let me see if I can pull it out.
Can you make it daylight in here?
Can I make it daylight in here? I'll just remove all of everything. Let's make everything better. Daylight mode on, explorer mode on. Yeah, all the modes. Just turn on everything. How's that?
I was gonna say, it was pretty ominous, just with the shadow lighting too.
Nice.
Because you could only see the one dragon head in the bottom.
Yes. Yeah, I love seeing Tiamat, trying to come into the mortal realm. Super cool. This is concept.
Well, if a couple of kids that got lost on a roller coaster ride can, give her a run for her money, I think we'll be...
In the first episode too. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
so I don't see me anywhere.
Just give them some
Barrington.
weapons. And they make
Oh, did I
Tiamat run away.
not delete you, or did I delete you? I just didn't grab you. My mistake. Let me go ahead and grab you real quick, and hopefully it may take a little bit longer. We'll see. We'll see how quickly this battle goes. But yeah, here is the battle against the mighty and powerful Tiamat.
Can I have my dragon too?
Yeah, I'll grab the dragon. Yeah, that's what happened. I just forgot to grab the two of you. So.
I feel like you ought to summon the gold dragon.
I feel we're at a disadvantage since the room got shrunk. We can't range her out.
That is true.
Yeah, it's a little annoying.
Zed. Go ahead.
As the melee fighter.
Oh, and I have to go ahead. Yep. So there are a couple of things. So they were only able to get two rounds of chanting off, which means that she is going. Just so you're aware, she is going to lose. Let's see here. Let's start off with this. She will lose.
All of her HP. She's dead. We win.
No, but she is going to start off with 225 less hit points. Okay. And
Anything else? Anything else we need to know about this room? And like, for example, I'm a melee fighter, and there's this ring around her.
the ring is just her coming out of here. You can run up and punch her face in the face.
Perfect. It's a fool's errand, but I literally have nothing else I can do. I'm a monk, so punching's what I'm doing.
This is for Valdis. Yeah.
A little kobold stands before the God Queen.
The Dragon Queen? Hell yeah.
Yep. The Dragon Queen.
And calls her a meanie.
Absolutely.
Hello, Dragon Queen. We're here to destroy you. Hiya. Hiya.
Spend a keeper point.
Hiya. Hiya. Ooh, and that one.
Perfect. I love those. I get so excited I fall prone.
I would say yes. You will be prone. You can go ahead and
Sounds
mark yourself as prone, but you have two other hits. Those will hit.
The 24 and the 26.
Yep.
Neat. For 20 magical bludgeoning. And I'm gonna spend a key point on the first one.
Okay.
Can she please make me a con save?
No.
Trying to stunning
You can go
strike
ahead.
Tiamat.
You can do it. So go ahead. Do mark off the key point. You use your stunning strike and hit, and your hand like cracks, and the 5 heads of Tiamat like look down at Zed. It does. She is immune to being stunned.
Oh, neat.
But
Well.
it is something I feel Zed would do. Get stunned. Bam. Ow.
This is true. So yeah, there's 20 magical bludgeoning, and yep. Job's done.
All right. Rillick.
Could use a friend, so I can turn on snack tactics.
What does Rillick want to do?
Try to find a
Disintegrator?
way to stop the this from happening back in time. I can't disintegrate.
Okay.
I'm out of spell slots. Yeah. So I think I'm going to do. That's not gonna work. Let's just throw a fireball.
Okay.
We'll do a 4th level. And I think... Yeah, we'll just go with that.
So you take this fireball, you suffuse it with some power, and then you throw it at the Queen of Dragons, and it explodes across her, blinding you for just a moment. And she leans forward, and one of the heads just seems to have this draconic smile.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Immune.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Anything else?
Looking
for
through
relic?
my spell list, and I was like, I don't know. Yeah, let's breathe lightning, dragon lightning on her.
Okay. Just testing all the things.
I mean, I can do it.
Yeah.
So.
All right, draconic lightning. You have it breathe draconic lightning at her, and nothing happens.
Yep. And then we'll do
some attacks.
Yeah. Some 26, 21, and 29.
Let me see something real quick. And no. 26 hits, 29 hits, 21 misses.
Okay. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3. 3d6 with the crit plus 20 for the 2 hits.
Total of 34. It's not magical, right?
It does not say, so probably not. It's piercing.
She is immune to poisoning, or sorry, to don't ignore that. Immune to bludgeoning and slashing and piercing from non-magical weapons. Normally, but you were able to slow the ritual, so she is, in fact, going to take all that damage.
Whew. Well, good news.
It's always a silver lining.
Good news.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Pip.
Okay. So I am thinking might as well. So she hasn't attacked yet, right?
Nope.
So I get my my rogue assassin damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be an automatic crit.
Yeah. So we're gonna use the rifle. I'm gonna aim for her eye, like an eye. I'm
Sure.
just gonna see if these eyes are. Let's just see how vulnerable she is. This is magical damage. I'm for coming from a magical rifle. So I get advantage on the attack, I think. So
Oh, I just realized that everyone should be bigger. I'll fix that in the meantime. I should be able to just go.
15. 15 probably does not hit.
15 does not hit.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, that was my action.
Sorry if that breaks everything for everyone.
The Dargon should be bigger though.
Yeah, it was hard to grab the Dargon without grabbing Tiamat too.
And then I am going to pull my Cloak of Elvenkind up, and I am going to
Hide from the Queen of Evil Dragons.
try my best.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him.
You mean bold move, Cottontail.
Yeah, there you go. Bold move, Cottontail. All right,
How's
so
a natural 20? Natural 20?
you know, you are in fact the knight, and you vanish, perhaps because she elects that she just is not interested in seeing what's going on there.
Yeah, I didn't hit her, so what
Yeah.
would be she be worried about me? Right?
Baylor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna first off,
Rage.
I doubt she's gonna make a attack of like a melee attack, but I'm gonna armor of Agathis, and then I don't know why it did that.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is there. Then I'm gonna rage,
Okay,
and then I'm gonna hit her twice with Hazarwan.
love it. Rage.
What this board is for.
This is a 24 hit.
A 24 does not hit.
Excuse me? I'm gonna ask you to try that again.
A 24 does not hit.
You do get a +4, a D4.
I'm confused. The 24 let me hit when I hit it.
I thought you rolled higher.
Oh, I rolled a 24 and a 26.
Oh, okay. Well, then yeah, a 24 will hit. 24 will be the IC. There you go. My gift to you all. It's supposed to be 25. Now it's 24.
Anyway, it's now a 28.
All right, still hits.
And also 20 isn't gonna do it. 12 total damage. And she cannot regain hit points for a minute.
Love it. She takes all 12. Anything else for Baylor?
I don't think so.
All right, Mordok.
Also,
Oh,
for
sorry.
that can't regain hit points for a minute. She can roll, what is it? A DC 15 con save at the end of each turn to see if she can like shake that. Just a heads up, if she shakes it, I'm gonna hit her with it again.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Anything else for Baylor?
No, that's gonna
I
do
feel
it.
like we're gonna need a gold dragon's help because I don't even know if we can hit her.
Mordok.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
I can hit her.
Uh,
Morlock can hit her.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, is that a 7th level guiding bolt?
Let's
Well, yes, it is.
let's heckin' go. Yeah, I guess 40 damage is fine. Hang on, let me just put this giant target on Tiamat.
Is
Done.
Tiamat vulnerable to radiant damage?
No, but it hurts.
That doesn't track.
Ouch. Anything else for Mordok?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna move over here, get out of the way of all the breath weapons, and then I have Death Baby.
Out of the way of all the breath weapons. he
Yeah.
says.
Yes.
As if there was range.
Yeah, we lost that. So let's see what we got here. We have Social Spirit. It's a.
I'm just checking things.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
It's fine. So I'm rolling a D20 twice. And roll it again. Any of those hit?
I lied, by the way, Carrington. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to go over here.
What were
Find
So
out.
a two becomes the
No.
6 is a 17. So no, I miss. Death Baby misses both times,
All right.
and then flies 40 feet.
What was that you said? Sorry, Mordok, or not Mordok.
I just
Baylor.
used the last 10 feet of my movement to move to the left, so I'm not lined up.
You got it.
And
I
then
feel
move
like
over here.
Tiamat's gonna say something in Loki's voice, like, "You are all beneath me."
Okay, I be done. 7th level guiding bolt. Wow.
Yeah. She looks down, and each word kind of comes out of a different mouth, and she says, "Pitiful creatures, you are worms writhing in my earth." And with that, she's going to make all the attacks. So the first attack we're making is against the this dragon over here. We're making a claw attack.
Sentinel.
Yeah, go nuts. 25 probably hits for 30 slashing damage. Okay. No.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, 22 does not hit. And I will...
You're also outside of that range for Emboldening Bomb.
And also, I will roll... I'm going to make a tail attack. All right, well, you've used your stuff. I'm actually, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna make another claw attack against the spectral dragon. 35 probably hits.
Yeah, 35
for
hits.
19. It's still up. And then we're gonna move here since we haven't lost our stuff, so we can get within range of Mordok over here, who hit me for 1 billion damage, and try and make a tail attack. Does a 21 hit?
I can roll a d4 for my armor class, correct?
No, it's not for AC. It's saving throws. Saving throws, attack rolls, or ability checks.
Well, then I'm taking 21.
And you have to be near Petron.
That's true.
And a concentration for the baby.
Not near me, near any person emboldened. I'm the only one not emboldened, so all of y'all...
Oh. I misunderstood.
Hold on, it was 5 creatures. Actually, I am emboldened. Yeah. It's within 30 feet of another creature emboldened.
Got it.
Done. You keep the spell. Patron, it's your turn.
Awesome. You put us in a much smaller map. Thank you.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Looks at the camera. What have I done?
He was at this moment turning to new. He beeped up.
All right, go ahead.
I think we know what this does at this point, so I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna need 6 dex checks from Tiamat.
I'm just gonna do 3. Because you're just gonna hit like twice. Just go ahead and roll the damage.
By the way, if she fails, it's 6 checks because each pillar, and they're all gonna try and like basically plant her. And anyone that she fails, she is restrained. How many legendary saves does she have?
That's a very interesting question.
Yeah.
I have
How many
passed
did you just say she had to roll?
6.
She has to roll 6.
Almighty.
And for everyone she fails, she would be restrained unless she uses a legendary save.
One is silvery barbs.
I'll burn 2 anyway. Oh, you're saying you want me to re-roll?
Yeah,
one.
yeah. At least
crit. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so I burned 2.
So did it. I'm gonna give Pip the advantage.
So how much damage is she taking from these things?
Sorry, hiding.
It's
yeah,
2d6 times 6. And then for everyone she saved completely from, it's half damage.
Okay, so she saved completely on all of them. So I'm just going to use this 20 damage that you rolled. So she would take 20, 40, 60, 80. Would it be, I guess, half? I guess it's 60 damage. Yeah. Right? 60?
I mean, hey, one spell
half.
slot.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
60 is half. One spell slot, 60 damage. Made her burn.
I did 40.
Yeah, made her burn 3 legendary saves. Just saying, thanks for the short room.
That was impressive. It seriously was, yeah.
It's all because he put us in a tinier room. Everybody else was terrified, and I'm like, yes.
I'm gonna do some stuff. This is a
Well,
lot.
I'm moving first. Now Mordok's within range. So now all of us are within range of Emboldening Bond.
Except for.
Where are you? Oh, are you not within 30 feet of any of us?
At the end of your turn,
Hiding in the
we're
corner.
gonna do a this.
Really, if you spread out a little bit more, he can get in.
No?
What? You're gonna triangle us with something?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit I think. Yeah. I'm gonna hit Zed, Rillick, and Patron. Each need to make a dexterity save. Please. DC 27. Cool.
27.
Yep.
Neat. I will. I'll use my reaction to evade and only take
Okay.
half.
If you take half, it's half of 106.
I mean, it's better than
Hold your
dying.
horse.
It's 53. It's half.
I'm a absorb.
Oh, I just love the about that. So, Rillick, what are you at right now?
What type of damage is it?
Fire.
Fire. Dang it. Hold on, wait.
You have absorb elements.
No, I'm dead. I'm down.
You're a bagel. And you were concentrating on the spirit dragon, which goes away.
Yep.
Otherwise, the DC to keep it up would be 50. It's so high. All right, none of this, and it's Mordok's favorite thing: someone dying. What is Patron at right now?
I use absorb elements.
Mine's
so
53. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're 51 right now. That's what I have you at. Okay,
Correct.
That was the end of Patron's turn. Zed, it's your turn.
Well, wasn't very nice.
And you have advantage on your. Well, you are advantage anyway.
No, because the dragon's dead and Baylor is
I
not-
apologize.
not.
I apologize. I completely forgot a thing. So
Wait,
subtract
there's more.
everyone who took damage just now. Regain 15 hit points. Her breath weapons deal 15 less. So Rillick, I think you're up. Is that correct? Let me do the Google.
Yeah, I was at 96.
Yeah, so it was
So I'm at 5.
106 minus 15,
Take 91.
91,
Yeah.
and make a DC 40 con save.
The dragon's gone.
Whoa, we're halfway
no.
there. Sorry.
Where? I'm gonna quit dying. How do I do this? Let's see.
You just click on the deal down below.
There we go. Okay. I must click damage again. Must have just taken 15 more damage. Okay. Cool.
All right, so that was it for Patron, and Rillick is now.
That wasn't actually everything I can do. I still have bonus action.
Oh, I thought you were done. Well, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
What you doing?
I am going to.
You're going to Starry Archer.
Not hit her.
Nope.
It's fine.
All
Pass it
done.
along. Move along. Nothing to see here.
Doesn't see her.
Okay. All right. Moving on to now Zed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still not
Guiding bolt, right? Oh yeah.
still not nice.
I think the guiding bolt already happened.
It would have happened off of. Is it the next attack, regardless of
Next
whether
attack,
it's
yep. But if it's
So,
an AoE, it
Patron.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
So it would have been Sentinel.
It would have been Sentinel. Yeah.
Would that have hit? No.
I don't know.
No, it wouldn't have hit. It's fine. All right, moving on.
Anyways, not really a big fan of that, you see. So, hiya, and a key point.
I got some D4s to roll, at least the one. Key point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll 1d4 for the 22. Neat. I got 2 hits. I can actually, because you called the 24, I can roll Nope. Okay. Just 2 hits.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So
19 magical bludgeoning.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I'm going to do a thing.
Naturally.
Hey, Mordok. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Hey, how about I'll trade you for a wisdom saving throw?
No deal. Pass.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but that's not gonna do much to Tiamat, bro. Tiamat's
What?
cracked.
What if we trade you that for a wisdom saving throw and a second round draft pick next year?
Oh man. Well, now I'm in. 89 damages.
Oh my god.
Good gosh, who's that hitting?
Mordok.
Our cleric
It used
is
to be
down.
me.
Are you just down right now?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So I think you're just a bagel. The baby is gone. And Mordok is currently unconscious. No longer concentrating, still affected by that. Alright, that's all done. Good.
Wow. Also, did everybody forget they got a D4 for their saving throws? Just saying.
I mean,
Anyway.
if you're gonna a 17 does not from a D4 become 27. Maths.
What
Matches just
if I
being
throw in a
polite.
3rd round draft pick?
This is supposed to be
Oh
a
my
level
gosh.
14 fight.
And a saving throw to be named later.
Is this supposed to
She's
be
like
Huh?
She's like a CR 30.
She is.
This is
Even
supposed
though
to be
we
a level
weakened
14
her?
fight.
It's like a CR 18 fight.
I don't know what that means.
Like a level 18 party should be able to, expending like a moderate amount of resources, be able to defeat this.
Well, this is
Yeah, so
different.
there was no shot at level 14 that we were coming in here and beating Tiamat.
You have done so much damage to her.
Maybe.
It's not over.
This fight's not over. This
Yeah,
fight
no,
is
I'm
over.
not saying it is. I'm just saying it's not looking great, guys.
Don't you worry. Do you trust me?
No.
Fair.
But I mean, we don't really have a choice.
What kind of question was that?
What was it? What did Zed say?
You did kill our pet.
One time.
You're like a maleficent god right now.
What, so one time's okay?
Everyone gets one. Relic, what are you doing?
So all of my spells are elemental, except for magic missiles.
17th level magic missile.
So we are
They
gonna
always
cast it
hit.
at level 5.
Okay.
They always hit.
They always hit. So, what's a level 5?
There's the trick,
magic
guys.
missile
Just
do?
a bunch of
So you're
wizards coming
at
in
3.
magic
So hang
missiles.
on here. Look at the screen. Ready? So you're 3, 3, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So you've got 7 bolts.
Okay. So, I'm going to overchannel that. So I'll take 2d12 damage.
Okay. So you're gonna go
And-
unconscious.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 20 damage from that. Wow. Okay. Great rolls there. But I'm going to. So I'm gonna do. So 7 times 5 35 plus 4. So it's 39 force damage.
Okay, 39 force damage.
Yes.
Cool. Is that plus all of your like little I add things to this or no?
It is.
Okay. So
it's each magic missile is going to do 5 damage. So it's going to be 35, and then I get to add my intellect modifier to 1
35
evocation
total,
spell.
yeah?
It's 39 total.
39. Done.
Not a bad magic missile.
No, not bad at all. Hey, guess what? At the end of your turn, I'm gonna bite. You're unconscious. I'm gonna bite. Where's Patron? I want to bite Patron. Can I bite you?
Whoa, let's talk about this.
Can I bite you? I feel like a cat right now. This must be what goes through a cat's head. Can I bite? Kind of want to bite. All right, let's just measure. Let's just measure. You are out of range. You know who's not? Baylor. Bite. And this one will be... hang on. Not thinking. Lightning damage. No, we did lightning damage already. We gotta do something else. Poison damage.
Hold on a second. A bite isn't just bludgeoning damage?
It's slashing. And also my weapons are magical.
And remember, we are completely immune to poison.
So
Well, it was
the
kind of
it's the
pointless for
15
me to...
Hey, it's the 15, not the full amount, Baylor.
So it was kind of pointless for me to rage. All of your weapons are magic, like...
You get the extra damage buff.
I really don't, though. I'm using Hazarwan.
Don't you get it for being raging? You get a +2 when you rage?
No.
Are you sure?
It's just straight up +10 with Hazarwan.
I think you should get it for that.
So I'm taking how much total damage? 40, 50?
No. You're immune to poison.
We're all immune to poison.
Tiamat didn't know
So just
that.
38?
Yeah, just 38.
Oh, 38 damage. Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right, and Rillick is... I can't even click Rillick. Oh, because I'm on the wrong thing here. There we go. Okay, so Rillick is also dying.
Oh, also take 10 cold damage.
I'm immune.
Yeah, figures.
Rillick is done. Pip, it's your turn.
Okay. Do I try to heal people?
Uh,
Run and give them a potion?
Assuming it comes around to my turn, I got that.
Okay. Okay, then Pip is going to do the Eldritch Blast machine gun. So that's going to be 6 shots.
Okay, make
And
it so.
I get advantage on each one of them? No, because of the silvery barbs. Somebody said I got advantage.
You get advantage on your first shot.
On the first one.
Okay, and sneak attack? Is she capable of being?
Yeah, you can sneak attack.
Okay. Well, tell me how many I need to roll. 6 D 20s?
Well, yeah, you can just. I would just roll the first one as just like 2d20s, and we'll figure it out.
Oh, okay, and we go from there. Okay. All right, 2 D20s. Here we go. All right, I got a 25.
Yeah, that's 8. I mean, the 18 plus. I think it's probably +7 at this point. Yeah, so you have 1 hit so far. I'll just keep track. Go ahead and just do it again.
You keep going. Okay.
Actually, at this point, roll. You've got 6. Just roll 5d20, and we'll figure out how many hit.
Okay. 5d20.
Yeah.
Here we go. 3, 4, 5. All right, but I still want my sneak attack damage on the other.
Sneak attack has to be with a weapon. So not.
This is a weapon.
It's an eldritch.
It's not.
It's a cantrip.
Eldritch Blast coming from a weapon.
Is it?
It's coming from my all-purpose tool.
Oh, I'll give you sneak attack on 1. All right. So I will say, looking at this real quick, I have
+7 for each of those.
I have that's 20.
Well, no, it's my
23.
spell casting modifier, right? It
Correct.
would be my spell modifier.
So it'd be your proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting modifier.
Plus my spell attack?
Nope.
Okay. It's plus 11 to everything.
Wow, that's pretty good.
2 hits.
I'm seeing 1 hit. I see 3 hits total.
Also,
3
Carrington, how do I know if it's automatically applying? I get a +3, not a +2. How do I know if it's automatically applying?
You should be in D&D Beyond be able to click something that says apply rage damage. When you hit with Hazaron on your turn next, I will have you we'll check it then. So go ahead and do 1d10 plus 2d6. And then actually just do 3d10 plus 2d6. I can roll for you if you want me to.
What?
You want me to do that?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Plus 2d6. 31 damage. A solid hit. All right. Anything else for Pip?
Now I am going to hide as a bonus action,
Got it.
and I'm going to move.
Sounds good.
You know she has true sight.
She do have that true sight.
Yeah, it probably doesn't do any good to hide.
You want to see
know.
something insane? I love this. Let me make a perception check real quick. I got rolled a 44.
Hey,
Oh.
yo!
Yeah, my little 22 ain't gonna do nothing. That's exactly where I am.
All right.
There ain't no point in doing that.
Baylor, it's to you.
Yes, I would like to reapproach. And I would like to, using Hazarwan, give her the old what for. Not successfully. And now how do I make sure that it applied just to...
Click the damage.
+3.
Yeah, it's in there.
That's necrotic damage, though.
Because it's the type of it's doing, right? +3. Well, maybe
That's
not.
Azarwan's.
Yeah, it should be another +3. There should be a thing in D&D Beyond that allows you to do that, but we can just add. So it's 21 damage for the first one, and that's a hit. Yeah, 21. Okay.
And then I'll try her again, Sam.
Yep, you hit.
Please. I'm just killing it right now.
So
another
that's
18
another 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I said +3, that's +3 to hit. I don't know if it applied it to my attack.
Is it?
bonus.
When you're raging?
Yeah. So if I go to my bonus actions and look at rage, you have an advantage on strength checks and saving throws. +3 melee damage with strength weapons resist. Okay, sorry, read that wrong. You're right. You're good. So yeah, 21. So total of 42 damage, if I'm not mistaken.
You got it.
And I don't really have anything that I can do as a bonus action, so I'm just gonna hang out.
All right. I'm gonna try and kill everyone this turn, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
So, Mordock, I need you to make a death saving throw.
You're a death cleric. Don't you get something?
Let's go! Oh,
All right, so that's 1 success. Mordock is in fact not dead. So that is one in the
Only
save
mostly
category.
dead.
Only mostly dead. Moving on to Tiamat.
blame.
All right, we have multi-attack. We're going to make against Baylor. We're just gonna do the claw tail. Claw. 24 hits
Yeah, 100%.
for 23 damage. 26 hits
Yeah, for sure.
for 27 damage.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you down?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What is that? 40 damage total?
No, that's 50 right there.
50?
51.
Yes, still not. Is it 51?
It's
No.
50.
51.
50.
50, sorry. I was looking at the 24.
Yeah, no, I'm not down.
Tail time.
Are you-
Yeah.
20.
Normally, a normal human, yes, 100% down. However, let me link you something in chat here. As soon as my computer is disrespectful.
Is it Baylor has immunity to Tiamat?
No, it's actually something that I can link. Like, it's not just me
Oh,
being me.
not just you being you.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not a bit.
Let me find it.
I actually
My
thought that I
computer-
thought this was actually a bit.
No. First off, 27. Yeah, no, there's no way that I can reduce that. Why won't my mouse scroll on D&D Beyond right now?
I don't have an answer for you on that one. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm fighting trying to find it here. I have a feat that I can come back from being dead, basically, and I just have to find it. And my scroll wheel, for some reason, isn't working in D&D Beyond.
Pip is looking up all of his lucky rabbits because I have a feeling
Nice.
I'm about to.
So
Don't
what are we doing? What are we doing, Baylor?
I thought I had one. Hold on a second.
Stone's endurance or something?
Stone's Endurance just... I can use a reaction to reduce damage dealt by 1d12 plus 3, which isn't going to keep me from dying here. 1d12. Well, it could. I had 15 hit points.
Okay.
So let's roll that, and yeah, it's not going to do it.
All right. So you're still down.
Yeah, I swear to God I had something that I could roll. to not
Your
die.
tail.
Well, isn't it about like you stay up with 1 hit point or something?
Yeah, and I just saw it as I was looking through my stuff. But let's move on, and I'll see if I can find it.
Sounds good. So no longer
I
raging.
think it's under barbarian
Yeah.
at the level you're at.
I'll let you look that up. I'm gonna move on to.
Features and traits, by the way. Look it
Yeah, I
up
know.
under there.
Yep. So you're at 0 right now, and currently are dying. That was all of Tiamat's turn. Patron, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to Chalice.
Okay. So you maintain concentration on things better.
No. Chalice is the one where when I heal more.
Okay. Love it. Okay.
Let me click on the Chalice.
So total of 30, everyone?
Well, everyone within my range, which is Zed, Rillick, and Mordok, and myself.
Plus 30.
Yep, plus 30.
Do you want to move up to get Baylor too?
I can't. I already did the math. I actually can't put myself anywhere that hits Mordok and Baylor, sadly.
You have to be within 30 feet? Oh, yeah, look at that.
I know. They were... Baylor's a little too far up in comparison to all three.
Okay.
Baylor, it's called Relentless Rage.
What does it do?
Starting at 11th level, your rage can keep you fighting despite grievous wounds.
Yeah, I'm only 10th level barbarian.
Soon, though.
Next level.
Oh, well.
All right. Love it.
And that would be my action and my bonus action. However, I may be touching a canary right now and making a wish upon a star.
Are you doing it right now?
I mean, yeah, if you'll let me do it in the same turn.
I'm going to say no. For now.
I figured you would.
All right.
Imagine.
I need for Zed, Rillick, and Patron to all make con Con save. No, it's Dex. That's super weird. But why? Yeah, we're gonna use this. We're gonna make cold. We're gonna do cold breath. Zed, I think you already have resistance.
I do.
So as well.
The two of you do? Look at that! They see everyone's happy! Yeah, it's fine.
I mean,
It's
not with that
fine.
roll, but it's fine.
Well, here.
I'm gonna take half and a half.
I'm gonna
Take a
try
quarter
and
of it.
finagle this.
What you got? Okay.
And then I'm also gonna use my class feature to add a d6 to an ability roll.
Okay. Okay.
Wait,
Too far
what
away from
do
the
I have
buffer.
to hit? What do I have to
You're
hit
at
to beat
9 and
this?
you have to hit 27.
Never mind. I'm not gonna use that.
I was like, alright, yeah, keep rolling. Why not? Yeah, because everyone failed, so everyone's taking... So did you... No, you're just... That's right, you're taking half and then half, because, yeah. So... Half of 90, 45, 44, 22 for Zed, and then everyone else takes... Hmm? Okay, so you're... So Patron's taking half, and Rillick's taking half.
So y'all are taking 45. I'm taking 22.
Yep. Does that put Rillick back down?
It does put me back down.
Carrington, quit undoing the work I just did.
What is Zed at currently?
48.
48? Okay. That was Patron's turn. It's Zed's turn now.
You quit doing this to my friends.
The 26 hits.
I'm not doing that. I'm doing that.
The 29
I
hits.
pack
What?
Oh, I don't have pack
You-
tactics.
You
Bailey's
can
down.
you can
Oh,
add
right.
you can add a d4 to one of those if you would like.
It won't get there.
It won't matter for the. So again, dose hits. 19 magical bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. Okay. Anything else?
I wish Baylor was up.
Would have gotten
That
there.
crit would have stuck.
Yep. Anything else for Zed?
And I would. And I
Okay.
could actually roll the d4 on that one. Anyways,
Yeah, that other 23. Or that 23, and you would have gotten there too, yeah. Rillick, I need a death save. Don't forget. Oh, yeah, there you go. I was going to say, you can always stand up if you roll a 1. Alright, so, Rillick, you have a single success. Okay. Pip. Oops, sorry, I went past Pip.
Okay. Give me just a second to measure something. I am. Shoot. That's not enough time to do what I want to do. Okay, we're just gonna do the same thing we did before.
Okay. So, no advantage on any of these, so just roll 60-20. Is that we're doing the machine gun thing?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
6d20. Here we go. Plus 11. for
Got
each
it.
one.
Yep. So 25, one hit. And there are
Well,
three
3-1.
ones in there. Man, just, yeah, I guess Baylor's just gonna die. I guess I'm kidding. No, I know what I know what I'll do. So you take all of the, and it's 3 nat 1, so I'm gonna count this. So you use your empowered tool, and as you're using all of this energy from it, it overheats. and you're going to need to use something else. But you got one hit. Go ahead and roll the damage. So I'll just roll real quick. It'll be a d10 plus 2d6. 10 plus 2d6. 17. All right, at the end of your turn. Okay, you got something else?
No, I'm just gonna take my movement. Right. If I could have gotten to Patron and been able to make an action, I would have just done that. All right, that's my whole action. I can't push myself. I wish I could.
At the end of...
If I cast haste, that would have been a whole action. That wouldn't help either. So.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to have... I don't know if we can do this. Can we hit all three of you? I don't think so. Maybe. I think we can. We're hitting...
I knew I was due for a breath weapon anytime.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this acid one, and then maybe kill Rillick. We'll see. We haven't done the acid one yet, so this one. So go ahead and make me a dex saves, please. Rillick fails, so you take all this damage, so you might just die. Let's find out.
Who all's making a dex save?
Zed, Rillick fails, and Pip.
I wished I had advantage.
I fail.
All right, please take... Wow, that was pretty low. 63 damage. So Rillick is not dead, but has two failures. So, 2 failures. And
I'm
one
still
success.
standing, even though I'm just a kobold.
Oh wait, I'm a rogue. Do I get evasion?
If you have it at that level, I don't think you do. Maybe you do.
No, I have it at 3rd level.
Does it say evasion?
Let's see.
That's not what I wanted. I'm pulling up your character sheet right now just to see.
Wait, sorry. Class features. Participer.
Features and
Rogue features. Cunning action.
Yeah, expertise, sneak attack.
No, that's not the word.
Yeah, none of these.
I think evasion for rogue is like 5th level rogue.
Is it?
I thought it was like 7th. Might be higher.
Or yeah, it might be your higher.
I mean, in previous edition, it was a different ability, I believe, and it did so. Yeah, but 63 damage to Pip. All right, and I need for Baylor to please make a death saving throw.
I'm still standing.
Better than I ever did.
Bruh.
Wait, so did you roll a 1?
Yeah, I don't know why it gave me a +1 for a death saving throw.
All right, so that's 2 failures for Baylor. Duly noted. Oops. Yeah. So 2 failures.
Harrington, I just want you to know that I'm very torn between asking or begging you not to kill Baylor and just foaming at the mouth for my next character.
Just foaming at the mouth? I mean, you tell me in this moment what you want, and I'll make it so.
I mean, I naturally don't want you to kill Baylor. I just know that in retribution, Baylor's replacement is going to be problematic.
Well, I hate that. I hate that for me. I mean, but also death isn't permanent here in the Dungeons and Dragons world.
That is also fair.
Yeah. I like how there's a little conversation between Patron and Mordok over here about what's gonna happen. Anyways, I'm going to So for my last legendary action, before Mordok's turn, I think we just bite Zed, who's right in front of us. That seems like the best call. I'm tired of that kobold biting me. Whew!
Not biting you. Of course you crit.
You're not dead, but you're definitely unconscious.
No.
I would.
No. Stop.
Oh, never mind. I hate it
That was
already.
a crit.
Yeah.
You already know.
All right, play the fun, police. Like. Yep, cool. Yep, no crits. Love it. All right, neat.
I'm still down.
Yeah. So Zed is at Bagel. All right. And Baylor is. So Baylor is done. It's now Mordok's turn. Three people down. Mass cure wounds. Oh, and it's
I take max, don't I?
And if you're down, you get max.
What's your max?
hang on. Before oh, you just cast it in a location and hit everyone. So you're casting it like here?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
And it's 30 feet, so
I think I have to move a little bit.
yeah, I do think you have to move a little bit. Yeah, because, like, here's probably the place. You just have to be here. If you move here, you'll get everyone. Including, yeah, you'll just get everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's...
Minus Tiamat naturally. Just feel the need to make that known.
So it's 29. I rolled almost perfect.
Yeah.
29 if you're at 0, and 26 if you're not at 0.
Yeah, pretty good.
If it makes Carrington feel better, I was not within 30 feet of Mordok, so that I did get critted.
Okay.
I feel both better and worse now. All right, cool. Same outcome.
That's it for me.
Did you
Yeah.
say 29?
Yeah, 29 for you.
Carrington, where I'm at, am I currently in melee?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you're done.
Checking.
This is all for naught, because here we go again.
Here I go again on my own.
Let's
If
start.
it matters, I'm still laying on the ground pretending I'm dead.
Okay. Pretending you're dead? I have true sight.
That doesn't affect that. That just
And make
That just
that
means
plus
you can
30
It's that
perception
people
roll.
play
you can
possum.
see me. You can see me. Doesn't mean that I'm alive.
We're gonna need insight and perception at the same time, please.
I think that what we do here is I think we move here. And then we hit Mordok.
I'm sorry, we moved?
Yeah, we try to move past.
On top.
You
on
heard
top
those
of me?
words?
Yeah, why
You heard
not?
those words.
Yeah, just do your sentinel
All
at
the more
disadvantage.
reason for me to be dead,
thing.
Why? Oh, yeah, because I'm prone.
or at least pretend.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, she's stepping past you to try and get to Mordok instead. You want to use that
That's
inspiration? No, are you?
Okay. What?
I'm seeing if you're within. You're not within range of Patron, but
It doesn't have to be
within,
patron.
It's within anyone emboldened. He's within 30 feet of
All right,
me.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, then
anyone.
throw it in there.
That didn't do me a lot of good, and I did it.
So use your inspiration and let's try to kill her.
Yeah. What is my inspiration? A
reason-
D10?
One D10.
There's no reason to hold it.
Okay. That definitely
You had
hit,
All right, yeah, get the damage in.
which means she don't get to move and
Ooh,
take 17 total damage. And can't heal for a minute.
17 damage.
Yes.
I'm sorry, are you prone right now?
Yes. 100%.
You hit her across the leg. She turns and she will go ahead and roar at you with all.
Baylor is currently flipping her the bird.
Yeah. Does 28 knock you down?
Oh, yeah, no, dude. No, it doesn't, actually.
All right. Claw. 30.
Yeah, no, I'm down. I'm down.
All right, cool. Tail. Does
I'm
okay.
super down.
Yeah. Well, hang on. So you were unconscious, and now you have 2 death failures.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Cool.
100%.
All right. And she will look at you and say, "Remember, this is Tiamat, not Carrington. Know your place." And then all 4 of
If
her heads.
Baylor was awake, there would be all kinds of backlash for that.
All 4 dragon heads roar at him and then turn to the rest of the party. Patron, it's your turn.
Okay, excellent.
Parch her up, dude.
I think it's time to conjure up a gold dragon, man. That's what I was going to do if I could have gotten to you. I was going to take it out of your pocket.
Yeah, I would like to do.
Just remember, if you spend it, you won't have it for the rest of the campaign.
I mean, I know that, Carrington. Dog,
I
I get it.
She's bloodied.
We the weakest we ever gonna be fighting a god. I'm a summon a gold dragon.
Is that what you're doing?
I mean, yeah. Does that count? Take my action, by the way.
Yes.
Before I. Okay, hold on. Let me stop right here then.
Rub it like Aladdin's lamp, man.
Yeah, I'm a robot like Aladdin's lamp.
Okay. You're going to say, Protanther, help us. We need you.
You're my only hope.
My only hope.
Don't sue me, Disney.
Hey, yo, dog, I could use a spot real quick.
Hold on. I need to move a little bit, I think. No, I don't need to move. And there's extra bonus points attached to that as well. Hold on.
Okay.
And doesn't
Who are
somebody
you
have
healing?
doesn't somebody have a dragon orb?
Who are you healing?
You dog, get your butt up.
Oh, okay.
Quit being lazy. Flip
So
her the
what is
bird
that?
again.
5 hit points.
Just defiantly makes a rude gesture at a god.
Yeah, as soon as
smashed, and then
as soon as Baylor wakes back up, he goes,
clawing back
"Hey,
up.
you!" and flips her the bird again.
There
No,
you go.
even better.
That
Oi!
healing word gave you, that level 1 healing word gave you 19 points. You're welcome.
Bet.
Chalice real good when your heals are bonus actions. Anyway.
So we at 19.
Excuse me, stop measuring. I would like a turn, please.
About these turns. Just roll a 20 and stand up. It's fine.
Oh look, the players. Are
Wait, if you
trying.
succeed at this, you don't take any damage, right, Zed?
Correct, but it's a DC 27. Assuming it's a dex, I have to roll really high.
What would you have to roll to get it?
A 17.
A 17 is what you'd have to roll because you have a plus 10.
Without a plus 10.
Okay.
Hey, Zed, how close are you to me?
Within 30 feet.
30 feet.
Oh yes, flash of genius.
All right, cool. Red Dragon Breath. Zed, Rillick, Patron, Mordock, all of you. Stuff.
Was it dex save?
Yes.
I just realized I can't pass these.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, because I've only got a +2 to dex saves.
Yeah, no, there's no physical
but
way
you
that
can
can
crit
pass
it.
those.
I will allow if you roll a crit. You have a 5% chance to succeed.
Okay. Alright. I'll
Unfortunate.
roll a 4.
That, my friend, is not a crit.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. I can add a D4 to that.
Yeah.
there we go.
Everyone just roll their d4s for funsies.
Alright, I'm at an 18 right now. What's Flash of Genius do?
A D4.
Harrington, when I wake up,
wait,
I don't
hang
get-
on. Time out. Flash of Genius doesn't do a d4. It adds your intelligence modifier.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, I believe so.
Correct. It's your intelligence.
Even better.
Well, that's higher than a 4, boys and girls.
Cool.
Does that get you there or
No,
not?
It is a +4. So it is +4.
Alright, so plus 5. So I'm at 22 right now.
Okay.
Hold on.
So close.
Mm,
I think he's got something.
I do. Just to make sure, creature you can see within 30 feet of you on a saving throw. Have a +6 for my woe.
That makes me a 28. I pass.
You pass.
I evade. I won't take any damage.
Everyone else is
Good job.
taking 97 damage.
No, I crit that. What you talking about, everyone
except
else?
for you. Yeah, I think everyone else failed.
Do I need to roll a dex save?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Also,
I don't, right?
I'm still doing this.
You already used your reaction with Cosmic Omen, did you not?
I don't think it said it was a reaction.
The Mustache Man says, I don't want to fight a god.
What's up, Stash?
Stash's been hanging out with us since we started streaming today.
I love it.
Down.
Yep. Alright, so you said Pip's down?
Yep.
Alright, Pip's down, Rillick's back down, Zed's good,
It is a
Mordok's
special
down,
reaction. Never mind, I take it.
and so you're taking all of it, so you're down?
No, I crit on my saving throw. I'm not
that's
taking
right.
all of it.
We elected, you're taking half. Got it. So what's that put you at? Half and 90.
I don't know, what's half?
Half and 96.
48.
Yeah, 48. So you're at 3, is that correct?
Come on, Gold Dragon.
Correct.
Okay. Alright. Patron is done. Zed, it's your turn.
Baylor's standing.
Baylor's laying down but awake.
Oh, wait, you count.
Yes.
I stand up, I dust myself off, I look at Tiamat, and go, this ends now. Hiya.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pop, pop, homie.
Pop, 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 pop. Those both hit.
I know. I have to do my key point business. I have a
Realize
process.
The size
Hiya.
differential.
Hiya.
And then pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop.
Man, all those
That's all
hit.
hits.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Put
For
it
a
on.
Total.
Put it all on the table, my man.
32 magical bludgeoning damage.
Put it on her.
Okay. 32 magical bludgeoning damage.
This is the coolest thing ever. A tiny little kobold who wants to be a dragon.
Yeah, hold on a second. What happened to not wanting to fight dragons?
Yep.
That was
all
before
bets
they
were-
killed
all
Voldus.
bets were off when all bets were off when Voldus got murdered.
That's fair.
And you know, this thing is the size of her toenail.
Yep.
Absolutely going ham. I've put like at least 70 damage alone.
Oh, 100%.
All right. So, I have one question for you. And
Yeah.
Say it.
How does this go down?
do you want me
Say it.
to say just the exact words and say thanks for Critical Role? How do you want to do this?
Say it.
Oh
Yeah.
yes!
Wait, did I do it?
Yeah.
No BSing.
Yeah.
Can we take these backsies the dragon thing that didn't happen?
All right. Here's how
never
this
came
goes
in.
down. Here's how this goes down.
You panicked. Ugh, hate to see it.
Here's how this goes down. Zed runs up the leg of Tiamat and kicks the red dragon head in the face. Then pushes off and runs over to the green head and roundhouse kicks it. Then runs over to the blue and roundhouse kicks it. And then looks back at the black dragon head and the... What color have I not done?
White?
Wait.
White. Looks at the black one, looks at the white one. How fitting. Goes
I miss you for this.
and absolutely demolishes the black dragon head. and then lands and looks up to watch Tiamat fall to her side away from Baylor.
So
With all heads coming crashing down.
Thank you for the clarification, Baylor.
all 5 heads come crashing down. The dragon begins discorporating, and pieces and chunks are ripping off of it, and the arcane maelstrom of energy is swirling around, and the goddess Tiamat begins collapsing and falling apart as it's being ripped back into the 9 hells. The red dragon head looks at Valdis as it begins burning and falling apart and says, "I am eternal, and I will return." And with that, the goddess Tiamat completely falls into dust and is ripped back into Avernus. With
Just
that,
as good measure, right before it closes, Baylor will, with one hand, fire an Eldritch Blast, the other hand flip her off and say, "Eternally suck on this, homie."
you hear a crash and a crumble, and the Temple of Tiamat, with her essence no longer supporting it, begins to cave in around you. Huge chunks are falling. Who's going to get up? You got 3 people unconscious.
Oh, I can carry a whole lot of weight. We're moving out.
Conveniently, as you say, we got 3 people unconscious.
I have 3 potions of healing. I can play doctor.
Well, I got something better than that.
Go ahead and do your thing.
Go ahead, Patchen.
Oh, you're just gonna walk around and wake everyone up?
Well, first off, it counts as an action, so I can literally like beat feet and slap people up and be like, "Get up, time to hustle, let's go, let's go, let's go."
The mustache man says this is a weakened Tiamat. Yes, but they did prevent a lot of the ritual from happening, and so that's why it was a little bit. So that all of this cathedral starts crumbling down, crashing to the ground, and Patron calmly, as like rocks, as the size of dragons are crashing around him, just walks between all of it, completely at peace, and lays hands on each of his friends, awaking them, and a giant piece of the cathedral comes crashing down directly on top of Zed, and as it's about to touch millimeters from his head, it stops. And suddenly, before you, is a thing.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, way to show up right on time, bud.
A dragon!
Hey, I'm getting the best out of this. I'm gonna never end this story. Like,
Oh,
I'm
let's
gonna-
go.
All right,
Like,
so
way to show up just in time, and he's like, it's 6 seconds.
yeah, he's just like, you're just like, way to show up in time, and Protanther's like, I want you to know that I slayed 3 red dragons on the way here, and I have not been in combat.
Tiamat, let's go.
Yeah, we killed Tiamat. House is falling in. We gotta go.
Well, all right then.
Zed, without hesitation, is already on the back.
Yeah.
All right, so Zed hops on the back. Yep. Everyone hops up and is able to get on the back of the dragon. And everyone.
It ain't an equal, but it's close.
Absolutely. So the Tiamat is banished from this realm, and the mortal agents, as the colossal cathedral to destruction and the end of all things comes crashing down to dust. The heroes make their getaway. The armies of the cult of the dragon begin running for their lives, with their symbol destroyed behind them.
What's the name of that Banthar?
Ontharr Froom?
No.
Oh, we're
Bat.
talking. Oh, the bat one. Furlong Mothbat.
Furlong Mothbat.
I
Yeah.
want to look around for Furlong Mothbat, and I just tell the cold
First.
dragon, dude, just take him out, please.
All right. So
One for the
you
road.
have ended the threat of Tiamat. She has been sent back to the Nine Hells. And now it is time to rebuild. Many people have been affected by this. Many have died. It has cost the people of Waterdeep, of Baldur's Gate, of Elturel, and all of the Forgotten Realms along the Sword Coast a great deal. The Renegade Wizards are given to the Red Wizards and sent back to Thay. The Council of Waterdeep thanks its heroes, but eventually, as things settle, each go back to their own cities and their own things, and things slowly, ever so slowly, return to normal. Zed takes possession, at least for the moment, of the Mask of the Dragon Queen. Do you give it to the Council for safekeeping?
No.
I offer a trade. I would like a replica from Blinsky.
Done. One mask, finally crafted.
Homie, we can't give it to the council. That weird chick is in charge right now, and she's just gonna take it.
Who, Averlin?
The chick that we
Valen.
sold the tower
Or
to.
Valen?
Averlin's my character.
She already stole the one that we tried to give to Leo.
I think Zed needs to keep it. This is all him. I think he gets
Alright.
to keep it.
No deal. I will keep it for now.
So the heroes are welcomed with feast after feast. They're supplied with so many bowls that they could take and use for their heroes feasts. They're just given them by the various. They have at least 5.
Like Tupperware.
Yeah, like Tupperware, and all of them say to the heroes of the Forgotten Realms, to the heroes of the Sword Coast, to save the world and all of that. Heroes potluck is what Arpula said. And then one day at the end of the feasting, Valen comes to you, and she says, "Congratulations, heroes! You have done the impossible. The Black Network has been able to prosper from your dealings. And you have sent Tiamat back to the Nine Hells, darlings. I am so impressed, and I'm glad that we had the opportunity to work together. I hope that you will consider my next words and my next offer very carefully. Because while you may have banished Tiamat from this realm, I wonder, do you have what it takes to truly kill a god? Because I might know how." Come talk. And scene.
So, are you setting us up to actually go to the Nine Hells and kill Tiamat?
Yes.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
Do we gain a level after all this?
Please level up. Level 15.
Also, most important question.
Yeah.
My dragon horn was on me when I helped kill Tiamat.
Would that put it to
5 dragons?
Would that put it all the way to the
That's
top tier?
what I'm asking you. Yes.
Yes, top tier.
Is my belt top tier now?
Yes.
Perfect.
All right, cool. All right, so that is where we will leave this campaign. I have had so much fun with this particular campaign. This has been just a lot of fun. This is, I think, the 4th or 5th time that I have run it from start to finish. I think this actually might be time number 5. But yeah, that is the epic conclusion. The heroes have been just absolutely this has been absolutely fantastic. A great campaign. We've been doing this for so many months, and I'm sad to see it end, but I'm also super happy to continue writing the rest of the story. Does anyone have anything else that they want to say before I do our closeout for this particular campaign?
I want to say, don't think of this as being over. This is only the beginning.
Excellent. All right. Anyone else? Otherwise, I'm going to...
I couldn't have asked for a more cinematic ending than Zed banishing Tiamat.
Yep. God, it just felt so fitting.
It took, I mean, but that whole sequence, okay, let's talk about it. That whole sequence went as cinematically perfect as you could. Zed needed to roll high, didn't. Got a flash of genius from Pit, not enough. Rolled a 1 on his emboldening bond, still not enough. And Patron delivered the opposite end, the mace, to put Zed over so that he could evade, so that he could do the damage. Like, that took everything.
Yeah, everything.
We had to set that specific spot up, that specific moment for, yes, the tiny little kobold that loves dragons, is infatuated with them, and just in a pure, unfiltered, raw, emotional state, just unloading round after round after round. And being able to deal that final blow to the Dragon Queen herself. I don't think we could have made that up, even if we tried.
Yeah, it was a great moment, and I love it. I'm real happy with how all of it turned out.
For real, so. as much fun as this story was, and this is one of, I mean, it had its moments where it's like, really, we're doing this. But overall, fantastic story. But again, this is only, I mean, we've been playing for a year and a half. This is only the beginning. The next 5 or so levels to get us up to 20, knowing Carrington and knowing how creative he is, combined with our characters and the ego we have that we just knocked out Tiamat and we're going to go try to kill her, these next sessions are going to be hard to miss. So
yeah, I'm really excited for it. I already have a fun encounter for the party to deal with, and we're so from here on out we're gonna move off the canon script and we're just gonna fight stuff. I wanna really have some fun and interesting stuff. So, does anyone else have anything before we do our sign off? Anything at all?
No.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching, especially for those who have been watching the entire series through. We really appreciate that. If you like the content that we make here at Open Heart Games, you can help us out in several different ways. The first is you can like us on our Facebook page, on our Instagram page, and also you can like and subscribe to our YouTube page, and make sure you ring that bell for notifications. You can also follow us right here on Twitch, and we would love any subscriptions you'd be willing to offer. And also, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe for free to our Twitch channel, and that would really help us out. Also, one of the big things we do here is we raise money for our local children's hospital, Roanoke Carillion Children's. If you are interested, you can go to this place right here. You can go to extra-life.org/team/open-heart-games, and you can donate today. Every donation goes directly to our local children's hospital. We do not touch a dime. And so far, our goal is to raise $5,000. Life to date, since we started Open Heart Games, we have raised over $9,000. So, thank you all.
Over 9,000?
Over 9,000! Crushes the thing.
What?
All right.
9,000.
Thank you. All right. I think that's a great place for us to leave off. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you all so much for an incredible campaign. I couldn't have asked for a better ending. Have a great night, and don't forget, take heart.